on the motherfucking Shank Show, where we get paper and stay low. Listen, man. We live right now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Go to those social media sites, whatever one is comfortable for you, and come on and watch the live stream. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We got new content coming quite frequently. So tap in, tap in. First thing I got to do is do my introductions. You know, I got to do that. First and foremost, let me introduce, for the first time in the Shank Show history, we got Tim. What's up, my baby?
What's up, man? Right here.
For sure, man. Hey,
Thanks for having me on.
Glad to have you, brother. Glad to have you. Below him, we got B-Mo. What's happening, man?
What's good, famo? You all right?
Man, it's all good. It's all good.
Fellas.
Yeah, we live, man. We live, man. We finna talk about some good shit tonight, man. We finna get into it. To the right of B-Mo, we got none other than K, the best engineer, super engineer in the game. What's up, K?
What up, though? What up?
It's all good, man. I like your background, man. That's dope.
For sure.
And then to the right of K, we have no other than the notorious Heavy Hefe 3, which is the host of the show. What's up, Heavy Hefe?
What up, though? What's happening?
We in the building. So, hey, listen, fellas. First and foremost, before we get into the two main topics of the day, I just want to take a time and talk about the NBA Finals. Because you know, I didn't pick Boston. I picked Miami. I lost. I give it up. I lost. Golden State, I knew was going. But right now, it seemed like it's a battle right now. I don't know. I know last time I checked, Golden State was up about 20. How's it looking right now, fellas? Because everybody is live right now. We watching the game right now. We can give you play-by-play. So what?
Like 29.
They up by 29. Golden State up by 29. Boston, they came out strong, but it's the Splash Bros. You know how it go. So I want to take a moment, man. I just want to go around before the game ends. This game right here. I want everybody to make their pick. Now, you could say it's an easy. I'm saying you could say it's an easy pick because they winning. But let's see what niggas got to say, man. Heavy Hefe, who you taking tonight, man?
Shit, I'm gonna take what you mean? I mean, she Golden State winning.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey, who you gonna take? The
Golden State,
the game ain't over though.
Man, that shit over.
Yeah.
Golden State.
It's over with.
I think, well,
That shit over.
No,
The series ain't over, but the game is.
The game is, but the series ain't. Yeah. So it's no chance of Boston.
That shit over.
No chance of Boston coming back.
Not tonight.
They're down 27 now, so they're gonna have to go.
It's 10 minutes left in the game.
Okay, so Heavy Hefe, Golden State, K, who you taking? Official pick.
Yeah.
Official pick, man. K, who you taking?
It's official.
Shit. I ain't no telling, man. I really don't got a chance. I ain't picking nobody that I'm rooting for.
Yeah.
Golden State will probably win, though.
All right.
I'm saying, though, Boston got that defense, though, man.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. I want to show you something, nigga.
Okay.
Tim.
Tim, who you want? Who you picking?
well, Golden State's gonna win tonight, and then I think Golden State in 7.
All
Can't
right.
see shit, nigga.
All right. Smart man. B-Mo, who you got?
Well, I already told you, man. I got Boston for the series.
You got
I
Boston.
think Boston gonna win the series. But obviously, Golden State got this game wrapped up.
Okay.
It's gonna be 1-1 going back to Boston.
Okay. Fair pick. Well, I'm going to go with Golden State tonight, and I'm going to go with Boston for the series. And the only reason I say that is because, I had Miami to begin with. So I'm gonna stay in the East, man. I'm gonna stay in the East. So we're gonna see what happens. And right now we gonna cut out for a second. Hold on 1 second, fellas. And we're gonna come back in with the topics. I got a couple more little shits I want to touch on, but hold on 1 second.
Huh? Whoa. Young Rich? Yeah. Lion blood, nigga. Ah. Gary Payton in the wood, don't even fix your lips. I'ma send your bitch back when she fix her lips. Barely can stuff a script, how a brick don't fit. Real life zombies, they hook don't fit. Everyday struggle, she late on rent. Can't do nothing but hustle, don't make no sense. Ask a millionaire if they ain't take no risks. I came from here, they ain't take no pics. Everybody eating gon' light your wrist. Like the backwoods, somebody popped our script. Long live bloody, forever plead the fifth. If we got a problem, quick to breathe on shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Boston only got
You
3
got to play
games.
3 in Boston. That's what I meant.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But is this still the 2-3-2 format?
Hey,
I think the finals are 2-2-1-1-1. Aren't they still? Aren't they still? I don't know.
1-1. Yeah, I think that is what it is.
hey, fellas.
For
Hey,
years,
fellas.
it was the 2-3-2.
Okay, hold up. We live on the motherfucking Shake Show where we keep paper stay low. And we live streaming right now on Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. Go to those social media sites, like, share, comment, subscribe. The chat is open right now. The chat is open. So comment in the chat. Your comments will be read live on all platforms. So come fuck with the Shank Show, man. We live, man. Hey, we watching the NBA Finals, the end of the game. What's the score, fellas?
93-66.
9 minutes to go.
Wow, 93-66 Golden State fucking them boys up, man.
Nah, it's over with.
You think it's over with, Heavy?
It's over with. Them motherfuckers ain't about to do shit.
So how this game gonna affect the rest of the series?
It's over.
Hey, it's kind of looking like if they ain't fuck around and get real hot in that last game, they'd be down 2-0 kind of really.
Right.
They're like Golden State, the better team on some real shit.
Hell yeah.
Boston
I don't know, man.
hot.
I don't know now. There's a lot of nice players over there on Boston, man. They just ain't looking like it tonight.
They ain't looking like they supposed to
I
look.
ain't heard shit from Marcus Smart. I ain't seen LaMarcus Aldridge do a whole lot. I ain't really been hearing about Tyson and he worked on tonight.
You know how I feel, man. These niggas at the biggest stage right now. You know what I'm saying? So if the fuck they ain't showing up and they getting paid millions, fuck them. Because y'all niggas on the biggest stage, nigga. And y'all get paid millions to show up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, These niggas ain't shit.
Game one was just like this. It said Boston went on that crazy ass run in the fourth. I was sitting up here watching it without the sound on.
Hey.
Every time I looked up, the niggas just draining a three. Bang, bang, bang. I was like, God damn.
Twine, what's up, baby? Twine in the motherfucking building, man. Lil Twine with him, man. Hey, man, we appreciate it. Hey, listen, man, we honor you. We respect you, bro. That's why we fuck with you, because you the type of nigga you take care of your seeds, my nigga. If any nigga around me ain't take care of their seeds, I can't fuck with you, bro, on no level. I'm sorry, bro. And this is just a testament to how black fathers is in the homes more than the propaganda would lead on. We in the homes, bro. We there for our kids. I don't know about nobody else, but we there.
And even if we ain't in the motherfucking homes, we still taking care of our kids.
Facts.
Shit.
Facts. We still there in some type of form, fashion, for sure. Hey, Twine, we salute, man. We salute, man. Hey, so Twine, who you taking, Golden State or Boston, man, for the series?
Golden State. You know, I ain't watched it like that, but I'm still a Golden State fan.
Okay. That's
no. Oh, so that must have been the year when LeBron and them beat Golden State then, and you just said, I ain't watching no more. That's what happened now. Now the story coming together.
Hey, year two, they lost it because I stopped watching. I thought I came on 2016.
Okay, I get it now. Now I get it.
I respect that nigga LeBron, though. That he been holding down the NBA, man, for the last 10 years, man, by himself, for real.
Yeah. And doing his thing, though. You feel me? He leading all type of records. You know what I'm saying? The nigga on this way to do some amazing shit. This year was just that didn't show what the real king was about, man. This year didn't show what the king was about, man. That was fluke
but
shit.
what I got a fascination with, what I be watching the most with all them niggas. Last night I was watching what's his name, Damian Lillard. Like I be watching them how they work out. Fuck the games. Like I be watching like the behind the scenes on YouTube, watching them niggas workout drills and how they put all that time in off the court. That shit all the work they put in. That's the shit that the nigga work ethic is what make him like he is. Kobe work ethic. Michael work ethic. All them niggas got great work ethic. I'm one of them guys that don't believe in talent. I believe in some guys work harder than others. I don't believe guys just give this person a different talent than this. I feel that some people got different work ethics than others. So the talent is probably the work ethic to me. Because some guys will know I got to keep my body under 10% body fat or whatever like that. Or I got to keep my mind like this. That nigga Steph Curry shoot 1,000 jumpers a day.
For
nigga,
sure.
that ain't, you know.
That's why he shoot like that.
This shit ain't just I woke up and God gave me this. Nigga, I shoot 1,000 shots a day. I'm gonna learn how to start shooting that.
For sure.
Develop that touch.
No, that's facts.
Niggas work.
That's what practicing is, though.
Shit, the harder nigga work on something, the better they become. I don't give a fuck.
Memory kick in. You don't even be thinking about it, nigga. Just happen.
And remember, his dad was in the league too, so he got that leadership from. You was talking about, fathers. Like his dad was in the league, and then one other point about this game when they're up 22. Klay Thompson 1 of 8 from 3. So imagine he makes a couple more. This is a bigger blowout.
Facts.
That's what makes
made his 10th point. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
That's what makes my bad. I was just gonna say that would make them so dangerous though, because they got so many shooters. Poole went off tonight. Yeah. They don't need both of them.
Hey, when Poole hit that shot from half court, first of all, before we hit the half court shot, he hit a 3. Remember that one, right?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Then he came down and hit a half court shot. I'd say it's over with.
Yeah.
The nigga nailed in the coffin, nigga. Nailed in the coffin,
like
nigga.
An avalanche.
He out there playing. He wants some money. He talking about, nigga, you got to pay me. You gonna have to pay me, nigga. He ain't got no money yet. He trying to get some money. You hear me?
Sometimes if you wondering too why they got rid of, like why Durant leave, why they get rid of Durant, nigga, that they would have been strong for 10 years strong.
Durant don't want to play. Listen, hey Twine, Durant want to do it by himself. Durant don't want to play with nobody. He want to do it. He want to show the world that he can do it by himself. And when he but he can't.
Show the world that
he showed him he can't.
It was a ready-made team.
Flat out. Flat out.
He couldn't be showing that.
He ain't showing it.
Do it by himself.
He ain't showed it. He ain't showed it.
I got a hot take for you. I got a hot take for you, Brody. I feel bad for Durant, man, because for so long he was the second best player behind the King.
Right.
And all he wanted to do was surpass the King. And all of a sudden, now it's Giannis. Now it's Kawhi.
That motherfucker, man, dog. The Giannis nigga, him and his brothers, you see the little brothers too?
Yeah.
Smoking.
Man, them some freaks of nature.
They are, bro. And now you got the young guns coming. You know, Luka and John Moran and them boys. Like, Durant ain't never gonna have that spot again, man. He about to age out. What y'all think about that? Will he ever be number one? Ever?
Ooh.
If he over. Well, he ain't never gonna be number one, but I feel like he could win a ring.
Right.
But I just wait. I mean, he got a ring with Golden State, but I was just talking about he'll win another when he gets to another.
Listen. Hold on. This his best chance right now to win a ring, man. He got Kyrie Irving. He got Blake Griffin.
He ain't got Harden no more.
No, he had Harden.
He had Harden.
A lot of injuries,
but he had them. He had them.
And Blake Griffin ain't been right since
Detroit.
Blake Griffin ain't been for a minute.
Since Detroit.
But look,
I need y'all to jump over that car for Kia.
We know Durant that car for Kia. Listen, man.
Yeah.
I need y'all to hear this shit. Will he ever be the number one guy ever? Is it over?
Man, fuck it.
No.
Never like that bitch in the first place.
About to run with it.
Hey, listen. When Blake Griffin first came in the league, y'all don't remember he was soft as hell. Niggas was picking on him and blowing him out of bounds, all type of shit. Then he got fucked with so much that he turned into a little chippy little. Now he doing little foul shit on the side. Right?
Nigga, you right.
Yeah, he got a little dirty with it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And when he came to Detroit, we was expecting him to be greater than what he could be.
Yeah.
He got a cap on. He got a cap on him.
I feel bad for the kid, man.
Yeah, but we let him go gracefully.
He wanted it so bad, man.
He
never get it.
My point is this though. I'm coming back around to Durant because you got a nigga coming off Detroit having a pretty decent time. You know, it could have been better, but you go to Brooklyn, you playing with Durant, Harden, and motherfucking Kyrie. You mean to tell me that y'all niggas can't get to the finals with all that firepower?
Right.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this picture.
If LeBron had that team, they'd be crucified, dog.
What's wrong with that picture?
It ain't the team. It's them niggas. They not clicking with each other. You can have all the team in the world. I remember that year when LA had that super team when we got Gary Payton, Karl Malone, all that shit with Kobe and all that. And the Pistons fucked us up, nigga.
I mean, he's fucked up right now. I can't understand where he's coming from. He's talking about we and us. But we the Pistons, bro. We over here.
We the Pistons.
When you talking about we
my bad. I'm a Kobe. I was a Kobe fan, so I went against my whole family for that series, nigga. I went against my whole family in Detroit for that whole series, nigga. Sit right on Finkel watching every game, but they just couldn't click. Sometimes niggas just don't always click. That's just like Russell Westbrook and LeBron. They not clicking at all, and it's showing. Certain niggas just don't click. It don't matter that you get all this firepower. Certain niggas just don't click.
And you know what, though? On some real shit, that's funny. People say that a lot about those Lakers, but they made it to the finals, though.
Yeah, they were going for a 4-peat.
The Pistons, and they wasn't clicking no more because we was on the ass, nigga. That's how that went, nigga.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, we ain't clicking.
More
than all the way to the finals, nigga. balling.
04. Yeah.
They could. It would have been. Yeah, Rip Hamilton. We had Johnson. They couldn't. They was mentally for them boys. But Karl Malone just got a real X for him ever getting a finals ring. That motherfucker been there about. He hate Jordan. Yeah. Karl Malone right now to this day got a picture of Jordan in his shooting. That nigga hate Jordan, bro. 4-5 times, bro. He hate Jordan.
That was karma, man. Karl Malone was an asshole, bro. For what he did to Isaiah that time, like he ended Isaiah's career basically with that elbow across the face. That was uncalled for. And then, I mean, I ain't gonna get into the nigga personal life and shit. But Karl Malone, he's a dickhead, man. He ain't deserve to be no champion. Fuck that nigga. Fuck that nigga, man.
And when they made that super team that the Pistons beat, they had Kobe, Shaq, they had Peyton and Malone at the end of their careers. Like, not to make it as a Bulls fan, excuses for Karl Malone, but yeah, they was at the end of their careers. At 04, yeah. You know,
one thing I could say about Jordan, he ain't let nobody else win, bro. He ain't let nobody win, man. There's a lot of guys didn't get no chips because Jordan was winning. So
never lost in the finals ever, did he?
No.
Every time
Barkley. He stopped Barkley. He stopped Malone and Stockton. Who else he stopped? He stopped. He stopped GP at first for a little while.
And you?
Stopped Clyde.
Man, I wanted Gary Payton closer. Mm-hmm. I wanted him to win that year, man.
Yeah, they had a good team too.
And I wanted Indiana Pacers. I wanted the Pacers to win that one year where Ron Artest and them had that big ass fight. I feel like they was gonna win it that year too. The Pacers.
That would have been 05.
That was 05. I liked the Pacers. They had Stephen. I liked them. They were strong, man. I liked them.
They would have battled with the Pistons again that year in conference finals, probably. That would have been tough.
Malice in the Palace. Is that what you're referring to? 05? Yeah. Malice in the Palace when they went into the stands. Which they should have.
Early in the year.
Yeah. They just got it suspended though. Like, and then, well, it's the same thing sort of, I think, with Brooklyn is, you know, you got Durant coming off the Achilles, which, you know, prior to modern Madison, more recent, that would have been a career ender. And then you got Kyrie in Brooklyn. He sat out like most of the year because he didn't want to take the vaccine. And then they got him back. But, you know, if he played maybe the whole year, it might be a different story.
Some people say that was karma for the team. I mean, the way Blake left the Pistons and went there, the way other players was trying to get over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the way that Kyrie and them been acting and shit. People said that was karma for them. What's been happening to them? Because they had all.
They got a strong. And they start clicking. They gonna be a force to reckon with. They do start clicking.
I think the NBA guys got to get back to building teams, man, and stop just trying to take pieces and throw them together and think that's gonna win a championship. We got to get back to really just kind of sticking it out for a few years and getting to know each other and building and growing with each other. That's the best way to go, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you all this though. Real quick, right? Who all seen last night the Devin Haney and Barbosa? What's his name, K? How you say his name? Barbosa? Unmute, K. Cambosis. Did anybody see the Devin Haney and Cambosis fight?
I saw the highlights.
Okay. Twan saw the highlights. Tim, did you see the fight?
No, but I'll look it up.
Okay.
I don't have money for pay-per-view.
No. It wasn't no pay-per-view. It was on ESPN.
Right.
It wasn't on pay-per-view.
Oh, okay. I don't have that either.
All right. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, Brent, did you see the fight?
I didn't, bro.
It's all good.
Something else.
It's all good. Heavy, did you see the fight?
Hell no, I ain't see that shit.
Okay. Kay, did you see the fight?
Like knockout fighters.
Okay, that's fair. Kay, did you see the fight?
Yeah, I saw it.
And I saw it. And Twan saw the highlights. So, Kay, you alerted me of this fight. You alerted me. You said, these niggas fighting on ESPN. I say, okay, I ain't got to spend no money on this shit. I'm finna watch it just for the fuck of it. You know what I mean? So I already know Devin Haney because I really want to see Tank and Devin Haney. Woo-wee! That's gonna be a good motherfucking fight. You hear me? Devin Haney and Tank, boy. Woo! Now listen, Devin Haney last night went to Australia. His daddy couldn't even get a motherfucking visa because he got some shit on his record from before Devin Haney was even born.
Years ago. They let him in though 3 days ago.
Listen. They didn't want to let him in. They played all type of mind games with Devin Haney, the Australians. They tried to get in his head. They called him a snitch. They called him a rat. They called him a fuck nigga. They called him everything under the sun. You hear me? They talk to the nigga like a dog. They say he's scared. They say he ain't shit. That motherfucker, look, Devin Haney came over here on a slave deal to Australia, on a slave deal. He got paid less money. He had a clause in the motherfucking contract that if he win, it's an instant rematch. What else? They didn't let all his people in on time. You know, last minute type shit. You know, and we in Australia. It's the home team effect. You know what I mean? Home field advantage. You know what I mean? So we got all our people, you know, 60, 50, 60,000 people in the arena. The arena is nice though. It's the Marvels arena over there. It's the Marvels arena. The motherfucker's dope. Feel me? Australia, nigga. Hey, if I was over there, I'd be right there.
Step 29 points on the nose. My bad, bro.
It's all good. I want to hear live updates. What's going on?
Got down right there.
What's
on the nose.
But the Devin, I like him to do that because he tapping into a different fan base. Them 50,000 Australians that don't watch his fights, that now watch his fights because they know he's a good boxer. He look at it, I look at like a nigga that's selling dope that get that first ounce just to break it down and get testers out so they can show people the product.
That's right.
That's what that last night. He gave them testers Australia.
Hey!
Now,
it was two.
Now when he go back to rematch, not only if it's in a cause for a rematch, that means that's a guaranteed payday for him right now where fights is getting harder and harder to get sellout crowds, harder and harder to get paydays. Now he about to get another guaranteed sellout crowd because he just beat the hometown champ and about to come back. The hometown champ probably going to do one of them 24/7s like Mayweather and them used to do to show that he training hard, drinking his piss and whatever the fuck else he got over there doing. That's gonna bring everything, dog, and that's gonna they gonna get more sponsorship for the fight. So all the people on here that didn't watch the fight, they gonna watch the rematch because this one gonna get more views, more sponsorship. It's gonna have more behind it.
I'm gonna tell you, Twan, what happened to me, right? I was looking for the Devin Haney fight, right? And I turned to the ESPN, and it was a softball, I think it was college championship going on. So they wasn't airing the shit right away. So I said, damn, I'm gonna miss this shit. So they said, I seen on the little tab, it said it's airing on ESPN News in the app. So I try to find ESPN News. I can't find it. So eventually I find Showtime with the recap, Tank and Rolling. So I didn't see that fight, full through. I just seen the highlights like you, Twan, seen this fight, right? So I watched that fight. Excellent fight. Nice fight, man. Rolly was tagging that nigga, man. Can't lie. Rolly was getting with that nigga, man, and Tank caught him. You know what I mean? With an instinct punch. Caught his ass, laid him down, right? So as soon as that fight was over, I went right and caught the Devin Haney fight, right? Started the fight before his fight. So I watched that too. But Devin Haney is a complete fighter. He has defense, offense, jab, hook, uppercut. He got it all. Devin Haney is a complete fighter. He's gonna be trouble for anybody. He gonna be trouble because he beat dog up. Oh, hold on. He beat, this my last thing I'm gonna say. He beat Dog up, and Dog is highly favored, highly revered over there. He been fucking niggas up, and he beat Dog up. Dog face was fucked up, bro. He beat Dog up. So Twine.
Yeah.
What you go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I like Dog that was in that I like Dog that was in that I like Crawford and I like Dog that was in that car accident last year, 2 years ago. They're my two.
Oh, Spence.
Man, I like Spence, man. I like Spence. I like Spence because he's like in that ring. That nigga don't. I never see him panicking there. I like how he just. I like how he control the fight, but don't control the fight. But like Crawford got the most heart. Him and Davis would be the best fight to me. All three of them like fighting each other in any order. I think they're in different weight classes. I don't know. Anybody know the weight class that they in? Is they all 140 or 135?
Hey, K, that's a question.
Tank 135, bro. That's lightweight. And Spencer Crawford fight at 147 at welterweight.
Okay.
And they've been at welterweight for a while, which means they won't be there that much longer. So they going to 154 pretty much soon.
Because I know Tank just fought at 140. Then he just go up to 140.
He went up to 140 and fought Mario Barrios. Remember, he stopped him in the 9th or 10th round or something like that. But the fight against Rolando Romero, that fight was at 135. It's lightweight.
Okay. I knew it was. I know he had did the 140. He did just lose that 5 pounds because he was talking about he wanted to go back to 140 because he feel his strongest at 140. Because it's power in that weight. The 5-10 pounds be meaning a lot. That shit mean a lot in boxing.
No, I think he feel his best at 135. I don't think he going back to 140 no time soon. That was one of them. That was one of them. Let me go up to the next weight class, pick off the belt real quick, and then come back to my natural weight. Because Tank could still fight at 130 if he wanted to. At junior lightweight if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying?
And that's good short too. So he'll.
Exactly. He ain't no big lightweight by no means. Like Rolly a big ass lightweight. He go easily eventually be up at like 154 in those weight classes. Tank ain't gonna have no shot up in the weight classes because he's too damn short.
Yeah, he had problems when he went to 140 with dude. Dude was showing it. I know that was his last fight. Two fights.
Two fights ago.
He had real problems at that.
Mario Barrios.
Yep. He had real problems, but he got the job done. But that was a nail biter with that. So why is Spence and Dog supposed to be fighting? Spence and Crawford?
Crawford, yeah. I'm pretty sure that fight about to be finalized pretty soon because they negotiating now.
So when they said, man, we need to all put together and we all need to go go out there if they got that bitch in Vegas.
We're gonna do it.
That'll be a fight that we should all put together, finalize that shit. We get everything together and shit. We all come together and start putting shit on week by week, month by month, so we can all go out there, all the fellas, and you can do a live broadcast through the Shank Show at the fight. Yeah. Talk fighters and shit. But I know I want to go to that fight 100%. That's the fight that we guys tripping.
No, that'll be dope.
I look forward to that one like in November, probably.
Mm-hmm.
October, November. That's what I'm thinking it's gonna pop off.
That bitch would be in Vegas. That bitch would be a nice. That'll be a nice motherfucker right there.
Yeah, that'll be a nice motherfucker.
I'll be having a lot of tickets and shit too. So we try to get a group tickets. We don't got to do nothing crazy. Just nice tickets for all of us to go out there. Okay, so listen. So listen.
While you're in the fight game, is there gonna be a Wilder Fury rematch?
No, that's over. That's over with.
No, I mean I'm on fourth one or no?
That's over with.
I like it. On the third fight, that last fight, I got so much respect for Wilder and Fury. They guys just fight off. They was just all apart off that last fight. I love that fight, and I feel like. All right, but I love that fight. What did y'all think on that? I would like to see it.
No, listen. I love that fight. That fight was a very. I believe that Wilder did all he could. He put it all on the line. I respect him for that effort, but he just can't beat dog. It ain't no sense of keep reliving it.
Too skilled, man.
He can't beat dog,
so
man.
Skilled,
he can't do
dog it. He dog out in every fight. He can beat dog. It's just he losing. The second fight he got beat on bad.
Twine. He can't beat dog. He can't beat dog. He tried it.
Hold on. First fight he won, but they gave it a draw. First fight he won to me. Right. He won that, but gave it a draw. He won the first one. And the third one, he knocked dog out twice. Once or twice. What did he knock him out? Okay? Once or twice. I know you know.
You talking about the long counts that he got?
Yeah.
The third fight.
I know, but you talking about when the referee was counting slow as hell?
Yeah, he won that fight. You can't tell me he ain't win that fight.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? That was just the way the ref was counting. Like because if you counted, by the time the referee got to 6, the count was at like 11 and shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was some shady shit going on with that shit, dog.
Man, that was, man. And the first one, man, I feel he won the first and the third. So for him to do a rematch, that shit, and I feel like he gonna take this guy more serious than he ever took him. It's gonna be the biggest paydays for both of these guys' careers. And they selling out pay-per-views, and this shit just good boxing with them two. Them two is Fury got the talk. He the shit talking, Wilder shit talking. You bringing whites, blacks all together. Everybody, you know that shit just and it ain't like no great white hype situation. Still could really fucking box. He really if it's slapping him, he really knocking him out like them two great boxers and them two great for the heavyweight divisions, man. I feel like I'll watch the fourth and I'll go to that fight too. I like how
hey, that motherfucking ref was like, 1,
2,
Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
Get back over there. 3. Look around.
That's why I said 1 and 3 to beat. Wilder won the first and the third fight.
Right.
But he got killed on the
Listen. No. Twan, this is what you got to understand. For a nigga like Wilder to win, he has to win in supreme fashion. He has to knock that nigga out. Ain't no decision with that big ass. Listen, he had to knock him down, knock him out. He can't get up like he knock everybody else out. That big motherfucker keep getting up. Listen, that big motherfucker, Twan, that big motherfucker keep getting up, man. He keep getting up.
And that motherfucker was down. Man, the last fight, he was down 35 seconds. The motherfucker, he tell you how to rip. God damn. I ain't seen nothing like that since the Buster W's count. I never let fuck up a fight like that.
All right,
yeah,
all right,
you see my background. I don't care what race they are. You see my background. I was like, Wilder's American. I'm rooting for the American. I'm betting on the American. I lost money. But either way, it doesn't matter. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah.
I like that. And I like that white boy humble Wilder. You don't see Wilder doing all that shenanigans shit he used to do. You don't see that motherfucker in the gym training harder than he ever did because this motherfucker that knocked him out on national TV through the ropes. He telling his daddy and his trainers, man, y'all should have let me die out there. I'm a warrior. All this shit.
You supposed to. That's exactly.
That motherfucker humble. That motherfucker
he didn't want the fight to be stopped in that second fight. He didn't want that second fight to be stopped. That's a warrior supposed to go out on his shield. You ain't supposed to be like, oh, come save me.
Right.
Shit, that's how come the third fight was so great. Because imagine if somebody would have tried to stop the third fight the way they did the second.
Right.
He the motherfucker if they done threw a towel in on that third fight.
Yeah. I was going at it. I was going at it with motherfuckers on the boxing sites about that shit. They talking about, oh, we don't want to see no third fight and this, and that. Yeah, I do. Shit. Fuck is you talking about?
If his trainers would have let him finish in that second fight, ain't no telling what would have happened.
Ain't no telling what kind of fight we would have got.
Wilder, you can't never count Wilder out as long as he got his legs out. You can't count that, man. Now look at the third fight.
How did he throw such wild punches, though, man? He don't seem technically sound to me.
Not technical, bro, because he started late.
Yeah, he's powerful. If he gets you, oh, man, it's over. But he's just throwing haymakers all day long. Yeah. They got these big, long arms, and they just going crazy.
Hey.
Fury, head movement, the shoulder movement.
Okay.
It's just that's why he can't beat him. And
that's why he was a little kid. Wilder started fighting at 19.
To me, Wilder beat him twice. Wilder beat him in the first fight, and Wilder beat him in the third fight. When he knocked him down, go back to the third fight. Look at that count. When Sinner's dog go down, start counting.
It was a long count. I do remember that.
So,
it was a long count.
So he knocked him out in the third round. And in the first fight, it was a draw that he won.
But when you get back to the fight, though.
Hey, hold on.
Back to the battle.
Hold on, 1 second. Hold on, B-Mo, 1 second. Hey, listen, we got some people in the chat, man. I want to read these chats real quick because it's about the topic that we speaking of, and we can elaborate on this. So this chat right here is from Cold Heart Diaz. Just turning in, Wilder just isn't there mentally. He was always a lucky one-hitter quitter, no substance or technique. Also, Cold Heart Diaz said he can beat him, but he gotta have a plan. He doesn't use his mental. So, fellas, what do y'all think about that?
That's pretty much go to my point.
Okay.
He's wild with the haymakers. You come in and think you're just gonna catch him. I still don't think he can beat him.
Ain't nothing lucky about hitting a motherfucker on his chin with a right hand and putting him to sleep.
Nah, ain't nothing lucky about it, but
that's what the guy in the chat said, talking about lucky
one-hitter quitter. Yeah.
What's lucky about that shit? He go and practice that shit. He put hours and hours and thousands of hours.
You know what they say? A fight can go either way off that one punch.
Understand what he's saying?
Yeah, especially in the heavyweight division, but ain't nothing lucky about it. He trying to take credit away from the nigga.
I don't think you're doing too much. I feel you.
Anybody that's a professional, first off, in this world, I don't give a fuck if you're a professional plumber. Anybody that dedicate his life to something and he a professional, especially a nigga in the heavyweight contender, a guy that got the belt, a guy that's been tried and proven time and time again. Wilder done beat some of the greats. He even beat what's the Russian dude name that he beat?
Ksoo?
Yeah. Like this guy done been in there with the
haymakers, man. He's a monster.
But Twine, he got exposed.
He's Ukrainian.
I'm saying this though, Twine. He got exposed, bro. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because this is the thing.
When he won 2 of the 3 fights, he won the fight.
That's not on paper though. That ain't on paper.
Wait. On paper, it was
still on the count, but the battle was won by Fury though, man.
On the paper, the first fight was a draw on paper.
Right.
So the man ain't got 3 losses. He got to draw the first.
Right.
The second one, his team flew in the top.
Right. That's a loss.
Deontay Wilder never went on the ground for 10 seconds in that fight.
Right.
His people threw the towel in, man. That man ain't having it.
Okay, wait. His people threw the towel in. That's a loss. Okay, now the next one.
He fired his trainer for that. That's why we saying let that man go out like a gladiator.
Okay, and he went out like that.
Man, his trainer got fired for that, man. He told them, let me die.
Okay, the third fight. Go to the third fight, Twan.
Third fight, they knocked each other out, man. Them niggas went all the way to the distance to the last round. That man never stayed on the canvas for 10 seconds.
Okay, listen.
What's the age difference of the two?
I think Wilder.
K had to pull up there.
Let me see. I could pull it up.
Okay.
I know Fury in his age. Fury
32 or 33 now.
Oh, 32 and 33?
Might be, he might be older than that. Wilder might be like 35 or some shit now.
He was born August 12th, 1988. 33 years old. He'll be 34 August. He'll Leo like 7 days after me. I'm August 5th.
Okay, so who? So that's Fury or Wilder?
That's Fury.
Hey Siri.
Wilder 36.
Wilder.
Damn, Wilder 36.
So
he's 36.
So he older.
Yeah.
So he older. He.
But I'm saying, listen though, Wilder started boxing at like 19, bro. The only reason Wilder even fucking started boxing was because of his daughter. She got a condition and he needed some money to take care of her. So for a motherfucker to start at 19, go all the way to become the heavyweight champion of the world, defend his fucking title 9 times, get in there with a motherfucker like Fury 3 times and arguably beat him a couple times. You know, I ain't gonna take no credit away from Fury. Fury won the fights. You know, some refs got slow counts, like when they say Buster Douglas got the slow count for the Mike Tyson fight. Well, when Mike Tyson got knocked down, the referee counted the exact same way for Mike Tyson that he did for Buster Douglas.
Right.
He ain't like switch up his counts. And it's not a 10-second count, it's a 10 count. Because ain't no human, no fucking metronome, and you can keep an accurate 10 seconds.
Right.
It's fucking impossible.
It's impossible.
So that's why they call it a 10 count.
That's right.
And I watched too. It say Deontay Wilder on the second fight, February 20. That motherfucker made $25 million from his rematch and got $46.5 million that year off endorsements. That was just a rematch. That was the third fight, man. So that man was due for the fourth. He made more off the Tyson Fury. Him and Tyson Fury made more money fighting each other 3 times than they did in their whole complete career.
For sure. Facts.
So the fourth fight would be financially right for both of them.
But the fans don't want to see it.
It'll give Deontay Wilder, because he probably down his last 1 or 2 go rides. 36, you can't keep taking no motherfucking beats to your brain like that. So I feel they need to get in the ring at least 1 or 2 more times, and they end their careers off with each other. They both in their 30s, they get millions for fighting each other, and they the two, and they like two. I don't know. To me, that's I fight them two.
That's Fury got a lot more options than Tyson than just Wilder though. There's a lot of people that Fury people want to see him fight. You know, so.
Hey, so I got a question.
But all of us.
Go ahead, Tim.
If they fight again, all of us on this bitch will watch it next fight. All of us.
Hell yeah, I'll watch it.
I mean, we gonna watch
it.
But
fans don't want to see it though.
We gonna pay for it. How many of y'all gonna pay for it?
I paid for the last 2. I paid for the last 2. And y'all all watch too. Everybody here was at a Tyson Fury watch at a party where somebody paid for a pay-per-view. Everybody on this motherfucker, probably 1 or 2 people on here did. But everybody at a pay-per-view event.
That's how it was for Mayweather ass.
Hell, who on here didn't watch that fight with Fury and Dog? Who on here didn't watch it?
Everybody watch it. Everybody watch it. Go ahead.
If there is a fourth, who y'all got? Because I think that Fury, if you don't get in shape, man, I think Wilder might smoke him.
See, this the thing. With him, he don't have a lot of defense. He got offense, but his defense fucked up. Wilder. Mm-hmm. See, what's the name offered to train the nigga, Mayweather. And he said no. He told Mayweather no. And that was some dumb shit.
It ain't dumb. Different weight class.
I know. I'm talking about to teach him defense, Twan. I don't give a fuck what weight class you in. He could teach him defense, okay? Now he needed defense.
I'd avoid the punch.
Hey, that good big shoulder roll. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? He'd have been a heavyweight boxer with a big ass shoulder roll.
Because he seems
all right.
That's what Fury do. That's why Fury.
You know what I'm saying? He should have took the train from Mayweather to improve his defense, and he'd have been a better fighter.
Let me just tell you something. Like, when I used to work out, when I was on the yard, and I used to work out, one of my workout partners, I'm sure I got short arms. My workout partner had long reach. His reach was way longer than mine. So when I bench 225, 265, my 225, I'm going here to here. But for Dog having them long arms, his one is way longer, way back coming in. So he's doing twice the work off of one rep that I'm doing and a rep because the reaches is different. So I feel like for Mayweather being short and stocky, it might be different for him to teach a longer guy defense that's in a different weight class.
Defense is defense.
To me,
Right.
Defense is defense. It's a skill.
Hey, what you feel on that? I want to hear K.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a skill you possess. Defense.
Yeah.
Coach is a coach.
Yeah, it don't really matter the side because it ain't like y'all fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? You just giving them the principles. Mark Breland was a welterweight. That's what Floyd Mayweather was, a welterweight. And that's the guy who Wilder's original trainer, Mark Breland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was a welterweight.
That's a damn good point. It's all about the principles, man. Like you said,
Exactly.
you got skills. What to look for? What are you trying to do here? You know, the skill set of being able to time a punch coming in or see the movement of the body. You got to be able to see all that, watch for all that. That's something he could have been taught.
Yep, and Mayweather would have taught him.
But I'm telling you, that's the difference between the two.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Mentally, he probably would have taught him to be smarter in the ring. You get it along with that. You feel me?
For sure.
He's been a good guy to fuck with, period. You know what I'm saying?
Fury be looking. That boy got a hell of a. He almost like Muhammad Ali in there, dog.
Hell, it is.
Dodging
That
punches
nigga,
like in the middle of.
that nigga box his ass off.
Hey, so let me ask y'all this. Real quick, right? Who do y'all think is the best competition for Gervonta Tank Davis? Who can give him a run for his money? Crawford, okay, Biggs. Okay, Heavy. Brent.
Bro, I wouldn't even know, man.
Okay, Tim. Okay, Tim.
Same. I wouldn't know.
Okay, K.
Shakur, Devin, one of them. It's gonna take somebody that's highly skilled to beat them. Because these boys, you gotta understand the motherfuckers who are teaching these boys are master boxers like Floyd Mayweather, and then they master teachers and shit. Like Barry Hunter and all these boys. So that's how come when they get in the ring with these guys like when you watch Cambosis against Teofimo Lopez, they was in a knockout, drag out war, both of them bleeding, both of them knocked down. You like, damn, these boys, and this the top of the division. These the number one niggas. But then when they get in the ring with a motherfucker like Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, they don't look like they belong in the ring with him.
Let me ask you this, K.
They too smart.
Did Tank haven't fought Lomachenko yet, right?
No, he ain't fought.
I think Lomachenko is gonna be his best competition.
Yeah, Loma master boxer too.
Lomachenko.
Loma, he's scared of the power. I noticed that. That's how come he lost to Teofimo. Loma lost to Teofimo. Teofimo lost to Cambosis.
Right.
Now, come on,
and
bro.
Devin Haney just beat the shit out of Cambosis.
Exactly.
In his hometown.
Stop it with the shenanigans, man.
Yeah.
They can't fuck with them boys. And that's how come they don't want to get a black fighters a shot, especially the American black fighters. Especially when you got a Mexican or a white guy that's on top, they don't want to get them boys a shot because they pretty much know if they go in there and the motherfucker on this game, you're going to get outboxed fucking with them.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't knock them out, you're going to get outboxed and you're going to fucking lose. So why would I want to give you a shot? And they can make excuses for not giving you a shot by talking about, oh, he boring. Oh, he a runner. oh, he ain't got no fan base. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. So that's how come motherfuckers like Devin and Shakur and them boys, they don't want to get them boys a shot because once they get the belts, you know, it's a wrap.
It's a rap. Hey, so listen.
Hold on, let me ask this one question.
Go ahead, Twan.
Y'all feel since Mayweather came that is like another top level. Like I never seen boxing this much focus on people being undefeated. And to Mayweather just came. Do y'all feel that he changed it and that managers is making people take the easier fights so people don't mess up their donuts on their record?
Let me answer that.
Go ahead, Kay.
Absolutely.
Floyd didn't do that though. The media did it. See, what happened was once when Floyd was on HBO, Larry Merchant, Jim Nance, all of them. Jim Lampley, not Jim Nance, but Jim Lampley. All of the boys was like, "Oh my God, Floyd Mayweather the best thing since Muhammad Ali." This, and that. Once Floyd Mayweather left HBO and went to Showtime, then they started painting the narrative that Floyd Mayweather was trying to protect his hope. Now, if you can find one interview with Floyd Mayweather say, "My undefeated record is important," or undefeated this. Floyd Mayweather always say a true champion can bounce back from a loss.
That's right.
He never said being undefeated is important. The media painted that narrative, and then these young boxers came along, and then the fans started hopping on the bandwagon, thinking that if a fighter got a loss, that he's a nobody. And it ain't never been like that throughout the history of boxing. So yeah, it has changed in that direction. But Floyd Mayweather didn't start that shit. The media started that shit, dog.
So I feel like this, Twan. I feel like that the boxing world is definitely getting better with, putting the best against the best. I feel like that for a long time it was a lot of politics involved in it. But just like we just seen, we've seen Devin Haney and Cabosa. That was a good fucking fight. You know what I'm saying? Even though Devin Haney won convincingly, it was still a good fight. And Cabosa is a good competitor. He's a good person I think him and Ryan Garcia would be a good fight. I feel like that'll be a good fucking fight. So we gonna see what happens. But right now, man, listen. I want to transition right now, y'all. We live on the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper, stay low. And we live streaming right now, on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. We got a live panel right now. We got Brent on the panel. We got Tim. We got Kay. We got Heavy Hefe 3, the host. And we got my nigga Big Twine. You know what I'm saying? So the first topic of the day, tonight, is Hutch. Hutch was a very well-known jeweler in the city, very loved. From everything I heard, I never did any business with him, but from everything I heard, he was a stand-up guy. He had good product, and a lot of niggas from the city supported him. And long live Hutch, man. To his family, condolences. But we want to touch on this because I feel like in the city of Detroit, this happens too often where a person of influence or a person that's well known gets gunned down in the city, and this kind of was fucked up because this is around the area I frequent. This was in Oak Park, Michigan, a suburb of Detroit, where he was gunned down in broad daylight. So there's a lot of speculations. There's a lot of things floating around this. We don't know what to believe. We don't know what's true. We don't know, but we want to talk about it. So I want to, first, I want to go to the host, Heavy Hefe 3. And what's your thoughts on this, man? Let's discuss it.
Well, I done heard from the motherfucking streets that, it was about him ratting on a nigga. They saying he was a rat, but I feel like, with the feds come in, the man, paperwork and all that. You ain't got no choice but to give it to him. But then, you know,
allegedly he was
allegedly. This is allegedly. We don't know if he was subpoenaed for it or not, or whatever the process was. But I don't feel like that's snitching. You feel me? If you probably forced to give that shit. But I don't know really what happened, but I can say that a lot of jewelers in this city is fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you go into a motherfucking store and you see 50 motherfucking Rolexes on the counter, I guarantee you they fake, because Rolex don't even work like that. Rolex only gonna put 2 or 3 Rollies in a store, period. The rest, they go by order. Same like Cartier. You go in these goddamn jewelry stores in Detroit City, you see 50 pair of Cartiers, 50 Rolexes, all colors, new, all that shit replicas, fake shit. But niggas don't understand that shit. That's dumb shit. And these jewelers be getting over on these niggas in the city. So you don't know if a nigga spent $100 and they told him they was VBS's and fucking they was them lab blue diamonds and shit, and them bitches the nigga could have found out. We don't know what happened. Mm-hmm. But these niggas in Detroit play a lot of games with these niggas because they think these niggas dumb. But I ain't no dumb nigga. I know how motherfucking Rolex work. You feel me? If you got 150 Rollies in the goddamn store, they replicas. Hey, Rolex don't work like that.
Hey, bro.
You feel
why
me?
not?
So who knows what the fuck happened?
Hey, bro.
You know, he could have played a nigga.
If you got the money.
Gave him some fake shit like these jewelers get over all the time. We ain't no diamond experts.
That's right.
How the fuck we know what's in them motherfuckers?
Hey, bro.
That these niggas telling us.
If we got the money, why not buy the watch from Rolex?
Right, from the fucking company. Stop going to these motherfucking local jewelers in the first place. You won't buy a new Rollie, why spend the fucking 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 racks in the fuck there when you go to fucking Rolex? That's right. Don't make fucking sense. Take your ass to Rolex, take your ass to Cartier. Well, you know you're getting the real shit. Because all these motherfuckers, see, replicas is different than fakes. Replicas, you can't tell. Fakes is fakes. Replicas, you can't tell the fucking difference. Mm-hmm. And that's what these motherfucking jewelers use. Replicas and sell to our dumb asses. Not ours, because I ain't in that shit, because I go straight to the goddamn company. But you feel me? And so it could have been a lot of shit that the nigga got killed for. These jewelers are slicked in fucking goose grease. That's why that's one of the best games there is. Because you don't know what the fuck you get. We ain't no experts. Who the fuck a jewelry expert, a diamond expert?
Right.
Tell me that.
We don't know what we don't know.
Man-made diamonds. Hold on, the man-made diamonds pass the test.
Right.
You know the little pin you put in the diamonds, it passed it. So how the fuck you know what you get?
Shit. Yeah, and what he right, but I be telling people, dog ain't in no streets, Hutch ain't no street nigga. So if he working with the police or anything, he a civilian. Me, I'm gonna call me a street nigga. I'm a nigga that got the laws. I understand when I do wrong come with me. I do the crime. I did my time. I'm willing to keep doing it if I keep doing crime. Dog ain't took no oath in this shit. Dog selling, he a civilian with a store. So if he selling merchandise and gotta turn in shit to the IRS and pay taxes, he ain't no rat. He ain't telling on no nigga because that's his job. He don't know what the
paperwork. He gonna show it. You feel me?
Well, let me say this. It was said that, you know, at the beginning of the pandemic, when niggas was getting the PPP money and the unemployment money, that Hutch had, you know, said, I don't know this to be true, but this is what I heard, is that Hutch said that, you know, if niggas came in there with, you know, doing wrong with that money, that he wasn't gonna be able to help you. You know, he had to keep his business, so if they came to him, he was gonna do whatever he had to do to keep his business. You know, allegedly, he was in paperwork, but we don't know that to be true. We don't know that to be facts. That's just allegedly that he was in paperwork.
You guys see, you a nigga come in there and spend a fucking credit card for some jewelry, or you know what I'm saying? You know, you doing some spending some fraudulent shit on some jewelry. That's on you, dumb motherfucker. That ain't got nothing to do with Hutch.
Right.
You spent it. You did it, bitch. So don't blame Hutch.
Cause like Twine said, Hutch is a civilian. He's not a street nigga.
Mm-hmm.
He has a business that he's running. He's providing a service for people. And you know, he has to maintain his integrity within that business. But also, there was speculation that, you know, sometimes jewelers can be overzealous in selling niggas shit that's not worth what they paid. You know, so if I get something that hold on, but if I spend $50,000 on the chain, and I take that chain and I go to one of these high ends, New York or California jewelry stores, and they tell me, man, what the fuck is this bullshit, man?
A shoe or something.
They say this some bullshit, man. You spent what on this? You wasn't supposed to spend about $10,000 on this. You spent $50,000. What? Oh
these
no,
take
this these moissanite. It's moissanite in this. Take this back where you got it from.
Exactly.
So my thing is this: we don't know what happened. We're speculating. This is allegedly. This is, you know what I mean? We don't know really what happened.
If a jeweler ever sell you anything and they moisturize and it's not what's on that paper when you get your receipt, one, you could always take that. That's grounds to sue. You could always sue, just like how Lil Baby just did with the fake watch. Where Dog gave him his money back and gave him 6 rings. You know, all that shit to make it right because he had a fake whatever watch he just had. Dog sold him in New York. So they still got an obligation to give you what you need. But we just as grown men gotta go take and do our due diligence to make sure that what we got is what we got.
I think Twine, though, a lot of times that niggas just go along with what it is. They say I want this, I want that. The jeweler present it and they pay for it. You know what I'm saying? They not doing so it only take a time for a nigga to tell them like this ain't that. And so, you know what I'm saying? Once that happened, it's like, if I didn't pay more, Hutch could say, I'm a well-known jeweler. This is what I charge. Is that wrong? And you paid the price. If you go to New York and you fuck with them niggas, they give you a better price, that's on you. This is what I charge. Can you be mad at them for that? Nah. He charged what he charged. You feel me?
When he charged what he charged, at least give a nigga what the fuck he paid for though.
But that's what I'm saying. He up charging. He up.
If I spend 50 or 100 and a nigga playing me, it'd be another scene like Oak Park.
Right, but he up charging. He up charging for his name. He Hutch. He the most. Listen. He the most. No, hold on. He the most famous jeweler in our city, next to Gary. Gary is who I fuck with. You feel me? But next to Gary is Hutch. Hutch is the most famous. Everybody go to him. Everybody in the city and niggas out the city go to Hutch. And he make good product. But my thing is,
man, I think these niggas in Detroit dumb.
That's what I'm saying. My thing is, if he ever go ahead, Twan. Go ahead.
During the pandemic, I know for a fact that they overcharged on all the watches, all the chains, because it was a limited supply.
That's right. They went up for bus. Bus went up to 2,000 to 4,000.
Yeah. So just like how the limited supply is for the housing market, the same houses that was 75, 80,000, they want 2 1/4, 254. That's the same thing that they did with the jewelry, with the Rolexes, the ones that you could go to Siemens and get for 8,500, 9,000. They wanted 20,000 for. Bucks went from 2,000 to 3,900 for the white sticks, 37, 36 for the blacks. So I watched it in my own eyes. Like, I watched that shit go crazy.
Mm-hmm. And did you watch all the motherfucking Patron? You couldn't buy no Neho. You couldn't buy no green, no regular. You couldn't buy, the Rollies was gone. The Buffs was gone. The motherfucking Gucci sneakers. Hold on.
The whole state of Michigan.
Hold on. Because I wanted the multicolored Gucci boys. The Gucci sneakers. The multicolor. I had my check. I took my motherfucking work check, nigga. I took my work check. I had enough of them bitches. I had the tax and every motherfucking thing. I went in the store. I stood in the line. It was a whole bunch of stripper hoes and these niggas in that bitch with buff smelling like weed. I couldn't believe it. In the Somerset Gucci stuff. And they came out, when all these niggas standing in line, they came out to the line. Everybody, the representatives came out and they took everybody order. What you want? What you want? I said, I want the multicolor. I need 11, 45. I need the 4511. I think that's the 4511. I need the multicolored motherfucker, right? So she said, okay, I'm going to see if I got them. So she went back. She took some more orders. She went back. She came back. She said, we ain't got them in that set. I said, God damn. I just stood in line about 20 minutes. But she came back and told me this, right? I couldn't even get the bitches. The niggas done bought them. Niggas got all the multicolored Gucci's. Niggas got all the Dior's. Niggas got all the Chanel sweaters. Niggas got all the Louis belts. Niggas
was taking unemployment cards to the jury store.
That's why Hutch in the position he in. He told niggas. He said, don't come in here with that. Don't come in here with that PPE.
Man,
don't come in here with that unemployment.
On Rodeo Drive, niggas got unemployment cards at the Louis store. Talking about use this card, that card, and that card. This one got $8, this one got $4. Man, what?
These niggas crazy, man.
The Louis store with 3 unemployment cards.
Hey, Twan, my nigga called me. He said, hey, man. He said, man, I get you 10 bands right now. I said, I was on probation at the time. I told him, no, sir, I can't. I say, hey, man, do your thing, man. I'm proud of you, nigga. Run it up. I say, I can't do it because I couldn't even risk it. You feel me?
If a nigga was smart, a nigga would have took that money. These niggas would have put some money together and did something big with it. Instead of taking it to the motherfucking Gucci store.
They was in there.
Louis store, all that dumb shit.
Vaughn.
Put your little money, vittles together, open a business or something.
Hey, Vaughn.
Do something.
Hold on. Hey, do say Vaughn this bitch. Hey, Vaughn. You seen them niggas in Somerset, nigga. They was smelling like weed. It was all the stripper hoes was in there. It was Gucci and Louis everywhere.
Hey, Big Unc, I was on vacation when them niggas was doing the whoop-de-whoop on what a name.
You heard about it, nigga. You heard about it, nigga.
But hey, I was
every time he called me, I told that nigga it looked like 86. I said I wasn't alive when 86 was out here, but it looked like 86. I was telling my nigga on that prison.
Hey, hold on, though, Big Unc. Niggas was in the joint doing the whoop-de-whoop too, though.
Oh, they were doing the whoop-de-whoop in there?
So much money in the streets in my life.
This how they would. Hey, this how they was getting.
On every block I went on, niggas had block parties with 1942 and all type of shit. That shit was a
man. The liquor stores got over on niggas, man. They start raising the prices on everything. It was ridiculous, man. I mean, it was highway robbery.
When they ran out of Patrol Nail, I know niggas that used to go to Chicago get boxes of that shit, come back and sell it for $100 a box for a pint. $100 pints, nigga.
Yeah, this was getting over.
Let me get in here. This first I heard of it, got a Bush Light and pour a little liquor out for Hutch and his family. Right
for
here.
Real, Rip Hutch, nigga. Rip Hutch.
Yeah.
Rip Hutch.
Yeah,
real shit, Tim.
Yeah, start with that, and then there is a way to check Rolexes. One of them is. Well, I mean, if you're going to like a pawn shop, a lot of them will have like a pad, because I watched that show Pawn Stars, and it could no, you know what I'm talking about, not porn stars, but Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
And, like they will check Rolexes, and then they also have like a little I mean, still, I pour a little look for Hutch. I know this is the first I heard of him. Because I'm not from Detroit, I'm from Chicago.
Hey, hold on. He tuning in from Arizona. Go ahead, Tim. He from Arizona.
Yeah. And then, but I was like, I pour a little liquor out for it. Well, I mean, it's a garbage can. I'm not pouring on the floor. I'm not an idiot. But I was clean that stuff up. But then, and then, like, when I watch that show, when somebody brings in a Rolex, they have, like, a little thing that could test diamonds inside.
Yeah.
To see if they're real. they could test if if it's like gold, whatever. They just sort of like put it across this pad, and then the third thing is I'm like okay, first of all, I'm not rich, but like yeah, I mean like my watch here, Samsung.
He's stunning on the nigga. He got that boy.
No, I'm not.
He got that boy. He's stunning on the nigga. Hey, listen. He can track everything. He tracking everything.
$8 a month watch. Like, but it has a phone on it. Has a phone on it. Well, with my military discount.
Hey, Tim, hold on.
Those are 3 things I had to go
Tim,
on.
I want to swipe this. I want to swipe this motherfucker across the pad. Cause this a motherfucker sky dweller. I work hard for this motherfucker. You hear me?
We gotta go to a pawn shop.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen.
Go to the pawn shop and they just test for diamonds, the lab diamonds.
No, I ain't got no diamonds in this. I take.
I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking to Tim. Hold on, I'm not talking.
Yeah.
The lab diamonds, they are made from the same minerals real diamonds are made out.
Right.
True.
So take all the same shit, so they're gonna test as diamonds because they real diamonds. They just lab diamonds. They not blood diamonds.
True.
So they bullshit. So a jeweler's supposed to tell you this bullshit lab diamonds is not real.
So
diamonds.
how do I know? Right. How do I know I got the real diamonds, Twine? How do I know that?
They got diamond tests. They got 2 diamond testers.
It's a mineral test they gotta do.
One diamond tester that tests to see if it's the moissanite shit. It costs more money. But the ones that you see with the guys, the little one with the green thing, that one can't tell. That just tests to see it. That just see if
okay. So let me ask you this. This sky dweller I got right here. How do I ain't got no diamonds in it. How do I test to make sure it's the real deal? If it ain't, I'm gonna kill the driller.
Your face and your bezel, and then it'll let you know what type of value your watch is. It'll let you know what it'll give you all the layouts of your watch. It's an app that you could.
It's the type of crystal that's on your face, man. And
they gonna hold your face. They'll let you know if your shit real, fake, and it'll let you know what your shit is worth. Just don't put it on your face.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, and then obviously you go to like 2 or 3 places, and they're like, oh, they put they have like a technology, and then the thing about lab diamonds too is there's an ongoing debate about it because a lot of people like getting the diamonds out of the mines are like little black kids in Africa, like busting their fingers and stuff, getting that stuff. So no, it's true. So there was a movie like called Blood Diamond.
Yeah, Blood Diamond
with DiCaprio and that other dude. Yeah, so it's like okay, yeah. That's all my comments. Right.
No, that's some real shit though. They over there on some real forced labor type of shit going on right there. These companies around the world have been profiting for decades on the labor and the suffering of others. So that's a real deal, man. We hear you on that shit.
Because one of my friend is looking for a diamond to get married, and when they create them in a lab, they're about the same price. They're flawless, but then you know that if they're created like in a lab, then it wasn't like basically slave labor that they do in Russia and other places where they mine diamonds, where it's like
they call them diamonds.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, conflict diamonds. They call them conflict diamonds.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, Tim.
Thousands of years for a diamond to naturally form, though, right?
Right.
That's what makes it so valuable. But these other diamonds that they saturate in the market with, they supposed to bring the value down, but these companies don't want to lose all that money. You see what I'm saying? So they want to keep pushing it as if they was the real deal. Like they hold the same type of value, which they do not.
My thing too is diamonds is they take what coal, I think it's coal, pressure. So they just putting thousands of years worth of pressure in the lab.
Yeah.
Pressure, heat, and all that. Yeah, they create all
the food that we eat, all the processed meats that we eat, and they create chicken, cows, and all types of shit.
They create conditions and speeding it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing with the food. They grow faster and shit, so they get the meat off of them and put it out there.
Look how big these fucking chicken wings is, man. Chicken wings weren't big like this 10, 20 years ago, man.
This shit out of control.
Like turkey wings now.
Hey.
And think of this too.
Go ahead, Biggs.
And think of this too. Okay, everywhere you go, there's a bunch of chicken wings for sale. Guess how many chicken wings? Guess how many wings on each chicken? 2.
It would be like 4 to 6
2 wings per chicken.
You feel me?
Where the fuck all them wings coming from?
They be making
Tell me that.
They be having chickens born with 6 wings and no head. And they be moving around and everything.
I'm trying to tell you.
They be moving around, bro.
Nigga, no way in the world everybody can have unlimited chicken wings.
Nah.
No way in the world everybody can have unlimited chicken wings.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
It's just like it was a chicken wing shortage. Why the fuck wasn't no chicken thigh shortage? You know?
Right. What a thigh? It was plenty thighs. It was plenty thighs.
You know what I'm saying? It's 2 wings per chicken.
Be having beakless birds being born.
Hey, okay, listen. I want to transition right now, fellas. I want to transition right now. I want to get into another topic, and this topic is father snitching on his son. Now this shit deep right here, man. Okay, you got a Jacksonville, Florida rapper by the name of Ksoo. You know, and he became famous for writing songs about the ops writing songs about him, shit really playing out in real life, and we at where we at with it. You know, everything is allegedly, but you know, he's in jail right now for 2 murders, and his father was implicated on one of the murders, right? And his father been in jail, I think, a little longer than him, if I'm not mistaken. And he's been incarcerated as well. And the father just recently came out with a statement basically saying if, and I can pull it up. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull it up and I'm going to read it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, the father was the getaway driver, and I think that all is on camera. The father, allegedly, dude did the murder and called his father to come get him off the scene. And his father was a getaway driver, and they took his father was murdered too, like him.
Okay, let's see. So let's see here. I'm about to pull this shit up right now, man. Okay, so this is the statement that the father made.
You said what?
This is the statement that the father made right here. It say, if it was me and my daddy, Shaka, Rip, in a situation like this, I would have been freed my daddy a long time ago, no matter what my consequences would have been. No justification needed, especially if he's a good, great daddy, that part. He could do more for me out of jail than in jail or prison. Who leave their daddy in jail to rot, especially when you know he innocent? I would have been stood up and said, my daddy ain't got a fuck thing to do with nothing. You niggas and bitches out in the free world talk that talk and there until it's time to walk that walk, facing that life sentence. Free good and great dads. So basically, the father is saying that he didn't have nothing to do with whatever the situation is. He mad that his son won't confess and just say his part in it to free him. That's a tough spot to be in, man. So I just want to ask everybody, what do y'all think about that?
Well, I got a question.
Go ahead.
Is that him snitching?
Yeah.
Or is him saying, yo,
yeah,
you won't just tell him I ain't got nothing to do with nothing?
Well, that's him snitching because he's implicating his son with that statement. He's saying that just tell what you did to free me.
Did he say that? Tell what you did?
That's basically what they're saying.
I didn't hear that part.
He's saying that's what he's saying. He said, what type of...
I know that's the gist of what he's saying. That's what he's saying. The gist of it is.
That's all he can do is be want his son to come and be like, nigga, hey, I killed him. Ain't had nothing to do with way to free him.
Right.
I mean, you think I'm going by now. See, I don't know a whole lot about the story, right? So I'm going by what you just said and what bro just read. When you were saying that allegedly he supposed to have been the driver or something, like he came to pick up his son from wherever the scene was. Okay, so from that standpoint, now I'm just a dad picking my son up from a troubled situation. So all I'm looking for is my son to say, hey, all I did was have my dad pick me up. Now that's not saying that I killed the dude. That's just saying I probably was around there where my dad.
But daddy not charged with murder. Hold on, his father is only charged with accessory after the fact.
Right.
He's not charged with doing the murder.
He's still sitting up in there though.
Yeah, but he's charged with accessory after the fact, and the only way that he could free him is saying, "I killed the motherfucker. My daddy didn't know I killed the motherfucker." That's the only way that he could free him.
So let me give you.
He could say that. I didn't know there was a nigga over there dead. I just had my dad come in.
Okay, hold on. Let me let Heavy come in. Heavy, go ahead.
Okay, let me give y'all another scenario, a different way. Okay, when you in there fighting something like that, you got to shut the fuck up. And the thing is this where the catch-22 come in at. I can't implicate to let my father go because I'm not going to say a motherfucking thing. Because I'm trying to beat the motherfucking murder. So if I say, so hold on. If I say, okay, if I do what my father want me to do, that means I'm implicating myself. And so with that being said, with him fighting the motherfucking murder, he got to shut the fuck up. That's why I get 22. Because he don't want to say he did it. He want to continue to plead innocent.
Exactly.
So that's the motherfucking problem right there.
That's the problem right there.
I gotta shut the fuck up if I got any way to beat the case. I gotta shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna beat it because he's trying to
be wrong on either one of them part right now.
You feel? He's trying to beat the bitch.
That's the thing. But the daddy, hold on, wait, catch 22 on this. The daddy fighting another murder. That's separate from this. The daddy already another murder. That's separate from his son.
Because let me give y'all some background on, hold on. Let me give you some background on what Twine's saying. The daddy was already had a reputation of getting busy in the streets. He's a hood street nigga. He done raised his son in this type of environment. So, Twine, go ahead. Finish what you were saying, brother.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is, we get caught. They don't got too much on us. They got a little bit on us, but they don't got enough. And like what Heavy said, I can't say nothing. I can't free my daddy because I'm a cook myself. If I shut the fuck up, the worst case scenario, my daddy get a few years for accessory after this. Daddy ain't go run up and kill nobody. My daddy ain't know nothing about nothing. And he could get freed off, whether it's through appeal court or through this, because he got no knowledge of the murder. There's no messages that put him as knowledge of the murder. He don't know nothing.
Yeah,
but he got his right to remain silent. That's a right, nigga, to remain silent.
If you say anything like that, you're putting yourself in it. Period. In the court of law.
You got the right to remain
knowledge. You're proving knowledge to it, regardless of what you say. So he got to shut the fuck up. If he want to see broad day again.
Yeah.
That's just it. You get it?
You got the right to remain silent for a fucking reason.
For himself. Right. You feel me? If he want to ever see broad day, he can't have no knowledge of shit.
But now the father have agreed with the prosecutor to testify on his son. He came in a car, he had the gun, he this, he that. Now he about to cook his son because they don't got too much on his son. They only got really speculation. Now his father about to be the slam dunk for the prosecutor to get his natural life.
Okay, hold on. Let me say this.
I got a question.
Go ahead, Kay.
You got to
hold on.
Fight. He got to set you after the fact. Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
He a whole ass nigga for calling his daddy.
Facts.
Right. The whole ass nigga called his daddy though.
Facts.
He's supposed to call
hold on.
His homeboy that he out here in the field with, that he won with. Don't call this innocent nigga that ain't in my beef. Why would you call his daddy to come get you from the scene? That's the only thing you fucked up with.
Yeah.
And guess what? He only charged with accessory after the fact. So you shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You fighting a murder right now.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Let your son get a
hold on.
Fair
1 second. 1 second.
That is case. That is life.
Facts. That's facts, bitch. That's facts.
Yeah, since you're after the fact, how much time you gonna get, motherfucker? Not much, bitch.
Okay.
Your son ain't gonna never see the light.
Okay, hold on. Wait. Hold on.
None of these niggas want to never go to jail, man.
Yeah, no, they don't never want to go to jail, Vaughn. Hey, Vaughn, I'm finna get to you. Hold on 1 second. K, ask the question you had, Brody.
All right, so what was the pops? I got a little article pulled up on my other screen and shit. But what was the pops' involvement in the situation? Because, and I only asked that because if he had any type of knowledge or involvement in a situation, whether it was after the fact, during the fact, whatever, then he's supposed to just go ahead and ride the little shit out and let it
ride it out.
There you go. Hey, listen. Everybody on this panel know when you go to jail, you don't say a motherfucking thing. Because anything you say will be used against you in a court of law. So when we go in there, we don't sign shit. We don't say shit. When they put us out the room, we come out. Listen, we don't want to talk. We don't want to sign nothing. I'm not signing shit. You know why? Because I've heard of niggas signing motherfucking plea deals. Sneaking, signing plea deals. They'll show them some shit. Oh, saying this is for your property. This is for your property. Exactly. They'll slide you some shit and it's for a motherfucking plea deal. You hear me? Yeah. We don't sign shit. We don't say shit. We go to jail, let it ride out. I believe in my heart that Ksoo and his daddy should remain silent and let the motherfucking judicial system work and see what happens. That's what I feel. But if a nigga, if he been in the streets and now he too motherfucking soft to play with the consequences, nigga, that's a whole nother ball game, nigga. That's like a nigga. Hey, that's a lot of them.
They go do the fucking crime
and can't do the time.
And they act like when they shoot niggas, oh, I'm a shooter.
Okay.
Anybody can be a shooter.
Anybody.
A 4-5-year-old kid can shoot a nigga.
Hey, hold on. Hey.
They don't make you hard because you kill a nigga.
That's right, Evan.
You a dumbass nigga.
That's right.
You feel
hey, Vaughn.
You can't shoot a nigga.
Hold on.
That's the easiest shit to do.
Hold on.
Them same killers that have killed 10 niggas go to jail and be holding somebody belt loose. A bitch ass hoe getting fucked in their ass. The softest niggas in the penitentiary. But you was a killer and got 10 bodies on the street. These niggas old, bro.
No, that's real. That's real, Heavy. No, that's real, Heavy. That's real. That's facts. That's facts.
Meaning you can't handle it. You weren't that real because you was bitch in the penitentiary. You couldn't have been that real.
Facts. Okay, hold on. Hold on, 1 second, Twan. Hey, Heavy, 1 second. Hey, Tim, hold on, Vaughn, hold on, because I know you got a lot to say. Hold on, Vaughn.
I ain't got a lot to say. I might have something to say.
All right. Tim, go ahead. What's your thoughts on this topic, my brother?
Well, I probably refer to 20-year-old movies like Rounders, where he's like, all right, well, you're going to get out of the way, but then that stuff's on him. That would be Matt Damon in that movie Rounders about gambling, or Last of the Mohicans is probably 30 years old. I'm dating myself. But it's also like, but I'm saying it's honorable that he's like, oh, I'm going to take the fall, but I agree with Heavy Hefe that it's like, you want to try to beat your case first because the double jeopardy law. You beat that case, you can just say, "Oh yeah, I did the killing." Then you're both free. That's my thought.
Ride it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey,
ride it out. Yeah,
Tim,
that's why I'm agreeing with you. Yeah.
Hey Tim, I appreciate that. I appreciate that perspective, and that's a fair point, Tim. Now,
what was the old dude's involvement though? I still need to know.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Driver for his accessory after the fact.
Go ahead.
They killed the motherfucker and had to run away on the scene and ran through some yards, and he called his daddy to come pick him up around the corner. His daddy wasn't on the scene. His daddy don't got no involvement in the motherfucker. So all he gotta say is, I don't know nothing about. And he got to potentially beat the shit by knocking him out. My son just people told me about it in the car. You don't gotta say. All you gotta say is I went to go pick up my fucking son. I don't know what he did or what happened. I don't know.
Don't even say that. That you picked him up. Just don't say shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what Heavy said. It's like, your mouth shut, don't snitch.
He proved the knowledge.
Yeah.
That he got knowledge of the shit.
That's fact.
He didn't make no statements either. He don't know no knowledge. That's what I said. Your
He
lawyer
don't say nothing, Twat. Not even
Yeah.
a big nothing.
Nothing.
Any little thing, you're proving knowledge of it. Period.
You don't even say I don't know.
Exactly.
That's
Nothing.
a statement.
And the optionality of, okay, so I might beat it, then they can't double jeopardy and go, oh wait, it was me. Hey, he had nothing to do with it. Or
they charged with 2 different cases. One is charged with capital murder. One is charged with murder, one in the first degree, and one is charged with accessory after the fact of murder.
Right.
Okay.
They charged with 2 different cases. They're not charged with the same murder. The father not even facing life.
As soon as you say you're under arrest, the first word should be out of your motherfucking mouth is, I want a lawyer. They can't ask your ass another fucking question.
Exactly.
Hey, let me give you an example. Can I give an example right quick?
Go ahead, Heavy.
All right, I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. When I was locked up, bro, and shit, it was these niggas called the Cash Flow Posse and shit. All them niggas got took in. They was out of Southwest Detroit. They was some group of niggas that was black and Mexicans mixed. And they was a big organization. You feel me? They were doing their thing out here. They was my little homies, right? So we all locked up together in the county. So they charged them niggas with the RICO. You feel me? And all them niggas was in that bitch together, dog. And they always fighting their case RICO. You feel me? Fighting that bitch. And I'm like, damn, you feel me? And so I see, each one of them niggas in there and shit, you know what I'm saying? Woo, I had a couple niggas on my rock and shit with me that was, cash flow. So they started talking about, yeah, man, that nigga Snoop, he snitching, bro. He snitching. And so that shit started going around the rocks and shit like, damn, you know what I'm saying? One of they niggas was snitching. But at the end of the day, I said that to say this. Most of them niggas didn't say shit, but one nigga, and he really snitched. And guess what? All them niggas beat the RICO, beat their cases, got out, and guess who caught the case?
Snitch.
The nigga who snitched.
Yep.
He the one got the time, dog. The rest of them niggas got out. I watched that shit go down. You feel me? The only nigga snitch, because guess what? When you snitch, bitch, and you offer to snitch, means that you have knowledge of it. The rest of them niggas didn't say shit. They lawyered up and didn't say shit. They all got out. But Snoop. You feel me? On the RICO, nigga. Shit.
Hey, that's what I told niggas with YSL and Young Thug. I was telling niggas and they was like, man, we look. Hey, look.
Go right in there with.
Hey, look.
2 years fighting. I was in that bitch 2 years. They was in that bitch 2 years, nigga. And they got out before I got out. You feel me?
Yeah,
like,
hey, heavy.
Shit.
Hey, young Thug and them got the RICO. They got a state RICO though, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling, I was telling Kay earlier. I said, I believe the best situation is for Thug to try to free his niggas, like to say, look, take ownership, take a deal. Hey, I did this, these niggas. And I don't know if they would accept that. But if he was just to take ownership of all that shit and let his niggas free, I believe that would be the best case scenario, because if he fight it and knowing that he can't pay for niggas' lawyers and all that, it's already proffers in place. I done heard that it's proffers in place and niggas is already starting to say this and say that. It's like he bagging himself into a corner where he can't get out of. But hold on, Twine. Hold that thought. I'm gonna let you come back to that. I want to come to Vine, cause Vine just came in, and Vine, I want you to elaborate. You know, you was gone. We talked about the Hutch shit. First, I want you to talk about the Hutch shit. Whatever you got to say about that. Then I want you to move on to the Ksoo. And then Twine, we gonna come back to the Young Thug YSL thing. What's up, Vaughn?
I ain't really got too much to say about the Hutch shit, but man, RIP, that was definitely a loss to the city, man. That's all. I ain't really got too much to say about that.
That's fair.
RIP that man, his family, man. My condolences to his family.
That's fair. So what's up with the father snitching on the son, man? You know, that's a touchy subject, man. You know?
Yeah, man, that's definitely fucked up, man. Everybody want to be street, you know. It's all good and daddy, man. It's jail a part of this shit, man. I don't know why niggas so scared to go in that cell, man. I've been in there. That shit ain't scary, man. That shit what you make it, man. But niggas don't want to go to jail, man. Niggas ain't willing to forfeit their lifestyle and all this shit. When them good people, you hear me? Me and my nigga Twan, them
good white people come get you.
Hey, hold on, hey, look, my nigga Twan said they made El Chapo cry. That grown man cried. You hear me? They made that grown man cry. The most gangsters nigga, they made him cry.
That's right.
Man, so when them people come get you and put you in that motherfucking room and turn that AC on 6,000, don't give you no blanket, you feel me?
Them out there, he go in that motherfucking cell. It's 103 degrees out there. No AC in that motherfucker.
When it get hot,
when that box nigga hot.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing though. This is the unique thing about the Shank Show, right? Everybody on this panel got real life experience, bro. And the thing that we is speaking to people is real love, real shit that come from a real place, and we all have different unique perspectives, and we'd have been through the fire, you know what I mean, and back out, and we'd have survived, and we here to elaborate and tell niggas about this shit, man. So like niggas don't really know how deep this shit go though. Like we done did this the 7th show, bro. We done did 6 other shows, and all of it is game, real game. If a nigga listen to this shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like niggas giving up real game, man. These real solid niggas on this panel, man. I want niggas to know this shit ain't just no. This shit came a long way to be like what it is, what you looking at right now, man. So please respect this shit, man. Hey, listen, this the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paper, stay low, nigga. Fine. Go ahead, continue what you was talking, man.
Oh yeah, man. You know they made old Chapo cry. You feel me? You know. And them good people, man, niggas got to know. I'm out the streets right now. I don't want nothing to do with the streets, man. Them good people out here showing niggas that, hey, we using lyrics against niggas now. You know, NWA fought this shit back in the day. This shit came back full circle. You feel me? But now, they ain't playing, man. They ain't playing with niggas.
But you know what, y'all?
But wait, hold on, Hefe, hold on. This is what I don't understand, though, right? How do a nigga talk about real life events on the track, right? You know, the murder gang, because a body don't go away. A body is serious. Right, so we're talking
ain't
about
no statue.
We talking about all this shit on these tracks, right? And then when these people come and use it against you, you like, yeah, I shot dog at 6 o'clock. We spent their blood, dropped 4 of them. So they like, Your Honor, this is Exhibit A and B. Dog said that he did the whoop-de-whoop on dog now. And then when they use it against you, niggas looking crazy like, how y'all gonna do that? Nigga, you did it. You told us.
Exactly.
You told us what you
did. Taking that maybe too far. Like, motherfucker telling on yourself, they can still use it. You got the right to say
hell yeah. Like, you know what they say, Twan? When the police stop you, what they say? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say would and will be used
against you. In the court of law.
How they do that?
It's the rights, motherfucker.
It's amazing how they do that shit.
Dog, maybe people don't understand what the fuck they say. They said it in clear sight to you.
Yeah, they did. They did say
it
in clear sight.
They said it before you said it, motherfucker. They said it. God damn, they said it before you said it.
For me to say with that, like, you know, I hopefully everybody on this bitch left the streets. I left the street.
Cause I am too, man. Everybody on here, bro. We all the same.
I want everybody to know, nigga, that you could be flawless 99.9 times.
That's right.
One motherfucking time, one slip up. One time you slow. One time you got to pack it apart. One nigga tell on.
That's right.
Nigga, in your whole life.
And what's our name again?
And
they got this done by his daddy.
Hold on, Ksoo. And the police could be wrong 99.9%.
That's right.
And look up one time, just on some lucky shit, one time, and fuck your whole life up. So what type of odds is them?
No.
If it's smart niggas and we all grown men, if I gotta be flawless 100% of the time. I can't slip up 1 out of 9,000 because my life. Right. These niggas fucked up for 10 years. They've been trying to catch them since 2012.
That's right.
10 years of police work to catch them on one thing, and all they got them on is some lyrics and phones. But they were able to put everything together to make it full circle. So that's why I said that it's because for them the what they put, the resources that they use. See, I've been reading this shit because I'm down here in Georgia, and I want to see how these Georgia people playing now. But the resources that they use for 10 years for putting fake COs and undercover COs, giving his homeboys tap phones like they did in The Wire. Wire was one of my favorite shows on HBO.
And they just did that with YSL.
Man, they gave these niggas tap phones so they could make their business. They got undercover COs in that bitch. Bad bitches, the niggas on, just like they putting in these clubs. Niggas like, yeah, bring your phone here, bring me some work. They bringing the phones, they're bringing the work, and niggas conducting business on these phones that the undercover agencies giving to these niggas so they can conduct the business.
That's right.
Then they got 28 people. They said people telling that's on the case and people telling that's not on the case. Kevin Lyles got up there and said, I'll put $1 million of my own money up.
Right now.
This man have police. And they said, no, we got reason to believe that this man caused hits or FaceTime phones.
Hey, they said, Twine, more specifically, they said he's a danger to the community. And they said that they worried about him tampering with witnesses.
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga, the prosecutor called him Big Slime in that courtroom yesterday.
Yep.
That shit scared me. I don't even know what the slime is. The prosecutor said, if he's the devil, this is the devil.
He got lyrics that say, fuck the judge. When they heard that,
and we taking the trial. He said, fuck the judge and the prosecutor. We going to trial. We got 1,000 round choppers.
What? They say them boys got choppers.
Hey, free Big Slime though, man.
Free Big Slime, nigga. Free Big Slime, man. You know, cause this the thing. We all rooted in the streets. Everybody. We all rooted in the streets. That's where we came from. But we know as you get older, you had kids, you start to see shit differently. And one of the main things is that if I came from the mud, if I came from the dirt, bro, my only mission is to get out of that.
That's right.
And once I have made enough money to not have myself directly involved in the day-to-day politics of the hood, I'm going to take that route and I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to look out for whoever I got to look out for. All my niggas in the hood, I'm going to look out for them and I wish them the best. If they fuck up, they fuck up. It's not my problem. Long as I have did everything in my power to make sure all my niggas that fuck with me, that got me to this point, had the opportunity to get some real money, I've done my job. And I can't save everybody, my nigga.
No, you can't. But look, we live in a world now where it's like this. All the dope dealers and all the niggas that's getting the money, the guys that you never heard about, they want to be seen now. Like, everybody want to be on camera. All the street events, and I'm just like, I be sitting back and I be trying to figure out, like, what the fuck in the air that make niggas just want to be on camera, or niggas don't want to be low-key. Everybody want to let a nigga know that I'm getting some money. I'm the nigga in charge. I don't want to be the nigga in the background no more. Everybody want to be the front man.
Right.
And them niggas ain't supposed to be the front man. So I'm just trying to figure out
the reason why that is
because man.
They took all the fathers and the big homies out of the neighborhood and they turned them against each other. Mm-hmm. And that's the reason why we don't got no codes. Like, nobody in our generation even know how to speak pig Latin. Or the YBI niggas and all that, how they used to speak to each other. You ain't even know what the fuck they used to say. They say words frontwards and backwards, so nobody could dissect their conversations. They got code of silence and secrecy. They will pass them codes down because they passed them niggas all prison time. They switched them laws. You know, one crack rock is 100 grams of 100 to 1 laws. 3 strikes you out. Bill Clinton came and killed us. So we fucked up. We a lost generation because a lot of the older people that could have gave us the game out this bitch. Don't talk on phones. Don't do this. Don't speak this. Don't never be in agreement on the phone. If you and your man's got a thing, if he say such and such on the phone, you say no. Even if he know that no means yes. They don't know.
So Twine,
no.
Twine, let me ask you.
It's funny how
let me
it got more watered down with each generation. The 80s, we still had some of that game. The 90s, they still had a little bit of that game. But the 2000s and beyond, they kept losing more of it and more of it.
They lost.
Because we had so many people that got us.
What happened in the 90s, Brent?
Well, like you said, they was cracking down on a whole lot of that. Everybody was getting locked up, throwing the book at them, 20 years, 30 years. You know, niggas getting snatched off the street left and right.
92 to 2000, more black people got locked up in this era than in the history of the United States.
Yeah, and he passed the bill.
Bill Clinton and Biden came up with these 3 strikes you outlaws and all this shit against blacks, crime against blacks.
And there was a limit. Hold on, there was a limit also on the amount of crack you could get caught with before it was a mandatory sentence, and that was the Crime Bill Act.
No, one crack rock was 100 grams of sauce.
That's
they
crazy.
did 100 to 1 law.
Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
1 gram of crack was
the same substance, but if it was crack, you was bolted. But if it was
so 1 gram was felony conviction. 1 gram of crack was 100 grams in they laws, and that was a felony conviction for 1 crack rock, man.
That's crazy.
That was because white people not white people, rich people
I think it was 3.5 grams was the mandatory sentence. If you got caught with 3.5 grams of crack, it was like, what was it, like 5 years?
Yeah, some shit like
and
that.
And that's a quarter of a motherfucking. That's a quarter of that's half of a quarter. Like,
yeah, a quarter of a zip.
That's crazy.
No, that ain't even a quarter of a zip. 7 grams. That's half of that. Bitch like a ball. 2 balls in 5 years.
And then niggas was getting life if you got caught with a key.
Yeah.
Yeah, mandatory life.
I think it was 400, and that ain't even a key. I think
it was a 450 something.
We had the 550 law in Michigan. We had the
550.
550 law. I was just locked up with niggas that been locked up since 85, 86, still under the 550 law, man.
Dang.
I'm like, nigga, half a brick that wasn't even yours, you still owe ticket money?
Yeah.
So y'all think I'm dude, the brick man, he get this nigga this shit on consignment. Niggas only making 1,000 off a joint, 500 off a joint. They not making money off. Niggas think bricklayers making all that money. They don't got no spot. If they just transporting it here to here, he might see 1,000. Some niggas might see 2,000.
Man, I know so many niggas that have lost 10 to 20 years of their life, bro. They out here right now like it ain't nothing, but they really did just lose 10, 20 years of their life on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done seen that shit happen so much, man, over this lifetime of ours. So I feel y'all definitely, man. I'll never forget how that shit went down. For real, for real. So it's a whole new day now, though. That's why it's watered down.
But that's why you, Von, what you were saying, why everybody want to be seen, man, because everybody glorifying all the rappers. You know, a lot of people don't even listen to niggas that don't even rap or got
them the only ones they had to listen to.
Yeah. Hold on, let me give hold on. Let me give Tim a chance to respond. What's up, Tim?
Yeah. I was just trying to parrot or piggyback on what Javier said, was like, yeah, you don't say shit. I don't like to swear, so I would have said delete, but either way. But it's like, no, I mean, I've been arrested a bunch of times, been counting in local jails, but it is like, it's the same thing. White people is like, I mean, mostly just like minor things, but I was like, I was like, you have to have that loyalty, because it was like, I was arrested for like a DUI, going from a Cubs game down to Champaign. It's about 2.5 hour drive, and I'm like, I look at him when we got pulled over. I'm like, don't say anything. Do not say anything. Snitches get stitches. I'm like, do not say anything. I'm like, come bail me out. And he's like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, by the way, about 100 pounds of weed in the trunk. that I'm running. Like, so do not say anything. Like, I'm like, took the key of the trunk. It was different keys back then. 20 years ago, statute of limitations passed. I was like, I just threw that thing out the window. I was like, man, I'm screwed. But like, then I was able to beat the charge. We're all gonna call it white privilege, probably. But it was like, yeah.
It was definitely white privilege.
Yeah, absolutely. But it was like, it's like Chappelle Show. It's like Chappelle Show when it was like, because I was going like probably 82. I think it was 82 and a 65, and I was like, the same thing with Chappelle is like, oh, sorry, officer. I didn't know I couldn't do that. Something like that. It was like, all right, still got me for the DUI charge, which I beat, and then
he didn't even suspect there was anything.
And the other one I spent some time in county was because I have a 20-year-old daughter, but back in the time, 20 years ago, he was like, you'll never see your daughter from a dead body. I go, so be it. He left a message on my phone. My mistake was that I called back and he had the voicemail like to present, and I met him outside. This is the grandfather, and he said, I just apologized to him. I said, sorry, man, I was a little wasted. I'm not gonna kill you. And he said, okay, that's fine. He left, and I said, I have the right to confront my accusers. To the judge. The judge is like after I don't know, like 15 days in county, the guy with the dreadlocks said, he's like, oh yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, it was nice, TV and stuff. But it was like, oh, okay, yeah. And it was like, once I finally got what's it called, arraignment, and it was like, yeah, but where's the party? He's like, no, I was in the orange jumpsuit, everything, and I'm like, well, I said it, I didn't mean it, and they're like, all right, you're free to go. I was like, cool. Wow. Then I walked the 20 miles. Then I walked the 20 miles home to my parents' house because they were like, let them rot, and I was like, okie doke. Or not 20 miles, maybe 10, but it felt like a lot.
This is when we need you with us. Yeah. On times like this, we need you with us, so you can talk to them.
I was just saying, but that's the same kind of code. That white people like. It's like my fraternity brothers is like. We have the same code. It's like, do not say anything. You have the right to remain silent. Do not say anything.
Don't say nothing.
Well, no, because my buddy, his name's David. He said, has Tim been drinking? And he was like, I don't know. And he was drunker than me. I only had like 5 pops at the Cubs game. It was probably like $5 a beer. I was fine to drive. I was already halfway to like back home to college in University of Illinois. And I was like, I'll be driving fine. What are you guys talking about? But anyways, go ahead.
All right, that's what's up, Tim. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah. So Brent, man, what's your thoughts, man?
What's my thoughts on I mean,
he'd be laughing.
Lots of stores, you know what I'm saying? No, but yeah, I think that's. I don't know, bro.
No, we was. Hey.
Yeah, because I was like, well, whatever, man. But okay. But same thing. Somebody else said was just like I knew attorney. One attorney. He was. It was this really smart Northwestern Asian guy, and he was just like, you don't have any evidence. Never blow and everything. That was a time 20 years ago when they couldn't just take your blood sample like they did to Paul Pelosi. This is like, I don't know. You have no evidence. I don't even think they had to ask games. Anyways, sorry. Go ahead.
All right. So Kay.
Yo.
So Ksoo, man, snitching on his father, man. What's your thoughts on that?
I'm saying though, I thought.
No. Wait a minute. The father snitching on Ksoo.
Hold on. Let me ask you.
Go ahead, B.
I still don't see where y'all established to me where he snitched on him though.
Well, no. Listen, this is the clear cut thing. He's scheduled to testify against his son.
Is the narrative that he's scheduled to testify against him, or is that really what he's doing? He said, "I'm going to testify against my son."
He's no longer a suspect in the case. He's now state's witness for the prosecutor.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's a lot.
So he's
Hey, listen. Hey, Boosie.
He's no longer a suspect in the case. He's now state's witness, where he's not even implicated as accessory after the fact no more. He stays witness to go cook his son. Say my son jumped in there with the gun, told me he just killed the nigga. We went and hid out. I hid him out there. I gave him the bleach. He hid the gun there.
Damn, bro. Damn, they go. Okay.
So once he testify on his son, there ain't no his son can't even fight no more. He don't even got no fighting chance. At least right now, if he shut up, his son could take a 20-year plea, 25-year plea at 50% and do 12 and a half, 15, still have a life.
Might beat it. If he
ain't no
shit.
It ain't
You
no
get what I'm saying? I mean, you don't know. In a case like that, you gotta have 100% evidence in a case like that.
I just said for a nigga to get, for a young dude at 19 years old, dog Ksoo like 19, 20. Y'all look at I know he a kid, he a young dude.
Yeah.
But I know that and he only killed, it's us. They don't give a fuck, we don't kill one of they kids, or we don't kill no law-abiding citizen. He ain't going no bank, he killed a fellow gang member. So in our eyes, especially with the courts, our lives don't matter as much as their lives do.
Right.
So they'll give a nigga 20 so they don't got to spend millions of dollars on evidence to cook it. He'd take 20. So we watch Meech and them take 30. So a nigga
but that was, that's like several. There's several that's a whole big case. So he did take that.
But there's a body involved. They case ain't had no bodies involved direct. They had
but it was suspect the bodies, you feel me, and all kind of shit.
Yeah, this shit on camera.
It's a big collaboration.
Like this, a first degree. It's 2 first-degree murders. This ain't no. This what they give niggas life for. They fighting for their life.
Right.
It's a different. It's to money. There's a body, but if I feel young nigga, best thing is waiting it out, get a good cop. Wait till it ain't all in the newspaper and shit. Go in and get you a good cop. Do 30, do 15, cause he in Jacksonville. They got the death penalty, so they got 50%. So he get 30, you do 15. You get 20, you do 10. Okay. Programs and shit like that. That's the best thing for this little 19-year-old kid. But if they're testifying against it, they're not going to come at him with no cop because we got a slam dunk.
We got your daddy. We got your daddy testifying against you.
The one who drove you from the mother.
No, the one who birthed you, nigga.
Right. Man,
the one who birthed you, nigga.
Didn't y'all say the daddy also got another body that he's supposed to be fighting?
No, Ksoo fighting 2 bodies. He fighting one with Ksoo.
Okay, I know Ksoo got 2 bodies. He got one from 2015.
Yeah.
I was trying to get a nigga the benefit of the doubt, man, but that's low, man. Especially when you say he's supposed to have been a seasoned veteran in this street game. You know what I'm saying? Like, my whole perspective on my outlook on how the father is on that one has changed completely with all this new information that you're giving. Because
the daddy at home chilling, that's like you at home chilling when your nephew just called you, come grab you.
I feel all that, and I understand his perspective from that standpoint. Like, man, I wasn't even doing that, but your son got an opportunity to beat this shit, and if you just ride it out, y'all both could be back out here. Your son could be back getting to the money, and y'all could be back doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what a soldier do.
That's right.
If you're a veteran in the game, you understand that kind of shit. You can't allow your mind to make you start to think in a negative way. If you gonna be thinking like you talking like, man, I was just chilling. I ain't got nothing to do with this. If you thinking like that, then yeah, you gonna get poisoned.
That's what his daddy thinking like. That's what I'm saying.
You got to change that perspective, bro. That's what's fucking them up. You got to get back to the soldier mentality. I got to eat this one right quick. But I want my son to be out here too. That's gonna be the breadwinner. That's the challenge.
Yeah. So that's why the father put that post on there. Like, y'all ain't in my shoes. Y'all ain't know what I'm facing.
Can't even say you're a street nigga, dog.
We understand. You're a street nigga. You about to give your son up for life because you missing a couple seasons while y'all fight, man. But you got to fight with your son. He at home.
Just quiet it down. Don't say shit. I think that's the theme of this one, fellas. You just ain't supposed to say shit.
Well, yeah, somebody with a 22-year-old daughter, it's like, although she lives up in Chicago, I'm in Phoenix. It's like, no way I'm testifying against my daughter, or my cousins or nothing. I think the point is, where are your loyalties at?
No, sure. Right. Hey, 23 years old. That's young and they homeboy. Yeah, so year-old kid. You know what I'm saying? Got caught. I feel like give a little nigga a chance. Y'all got to sit in there together and fight. But they're like Young Thugs. They denied the bomb. They don't go to trial to 2023. And you know somebody gonna push something back because he gonna wait. He the boss, so he gotta wait till everybody else get tried, sentenced, and everything before he do anything. Because he the top up. So he probably gonna be in that bitch to 2024, 2025. Y'all know how them.
And they got so many videos circulating of them boys, man. He giving money to his lieutenants and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Having to drink in certain kind of ways and stuff as a salute. Like, it's a lot of like rituals and shit that or at least they talking about it like they ritual. It could just be niggas hanging out. But they really painting a lot of different pictures on them right now, man. That's gonna be a tight fight for them. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
What's killing them is they say they're responsible for 50 homicides or 50 shootings or something like that. Yeah, so these niggas, they trying to say that allegedly these guys for 50 murders, man. Yep. So they not trying to say that no. Then they got dog on the phone talking about, man, y'all ain't killed the nigga yet. It ain't normally take this long. Y'all getting soft on.
Yeah. Got them on wiretap.
Circulating online like
statement alone, bro, is the hardest thing in the world. If they got that, what they said.
Yeah.
But them saying, go stab dog. They stabbed the nigga Lucci. Lucci gets stabbed. Man, go kill that nigga. I don't remember it taking this long. Y'all getting soft on. That right there shows so much at one time. One is show who you calling the shots. It's you the chief. Two is show that you can get shit did. That's why they ain't letting him out on fire. And three, you can finance it because you telling these people I got millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So you got
what I'm saying is I've seen a video where they're talking about it like the narrative is he giving niggas stacks of money, paying them for shit that they done did for him already.
That money is working against them right now. That money he got is working against him because they feel like he's a flight risk.
And he's standing there, and the interaction does look like he a boss nigga giving that nigga some bread. And they just taking video of the evidence of the boss shit that he doing, which is paying a nigga for a job well done.
And what's scaring me more than anything else is like the dude WAP 100 from LA. He be involved in a lot of controversy. So
on Clubhouse. He the Clubhouse king, nigga. He be talking more shit than the law allowed.
He said some shit, though, that stuck out to me when I heard him on Clubhouse. That man said that the feds is sitting and watching and waiting. And if it gets shaky, the feds could supersede and make them start all the way over.
Yeah, that's like, Twan, that's real because, hold on. Go ahead.
But yeah, so that's what's scary to me because this is a Fulton County state case for the state of Georgia. But these are federal charges. These are federal statutes. And the feds they can supersede anything going on with the state. So he said that they're going to play it dirty. They're going to make him buy 28 lawyers. go through thousands of hours of motherfucking
millions of dollars,
fees,
millions of dollars,
everything like that, and then they're gonna snatch him and make him start all the way over.
Yep.
And thinking that how they could psychologically fuck it up. If a guy on trial for 2-3 years and they building all the evidence and they seeing everything that we see and we don't see, and then they snatch it from the motherfuckers and make them start over, niggas gonna get to tell them. They play psychological warfare. The government fuck with people's minds, man. That's they mind. When I went to jail, in the county jail, they put you on 24-hour lockdown. That's to make you break. It breaks you. Yeah. You know, that's the worst prison, the worst time in the world is jail time, county jail. That's to make you break. Look at Casanova. Man, I was in a hole for 4 months. I don't even got my legal work. Look at Young Thug. This inhumane condition. They put you in these county jails to break you.
Yep. No, that's facts, bro. And you know, this shit crazy because you know, it's like, damn, Young Thug nigga, they locked up right now. The evidence is piling up on them, and it's looking bad, bro. You feel me? We want everybody free, man. You know, just where we come from, we want everybody free, but we gotta be realistic. And it's looking bad for the guys, man. You know, niggas turning, and we know that's what's gonna happen. That's why we play shit how we play it. Cause we know you got 28 niggas. How many niggas telling? Out of 28 niggas, how many niggas telling, man?
How many niggas will put a gun to their head and blow their brains off?
Yeah.
Ain't too many niggas to do that. That's why them are the niggas that think won't do that for you. Them are the niggas that's telling on that case. So out of 28 niggas, I say 19 of them gonna cooperate.
Yeah.
7 of them is the flunkies that's gonna stand tall because they the flunkies. They don't even know how to cooperate. They don't even know nothing in the ladder to not cooperate. Everybody about to cooperate, man. They about to, all the niggas about to cooperate. I give it 19 to the 28 thing. Because one thing for sure, you know that these good people ain't bluffing. I just left when they give niggas life sentences, they mean they give niggas that Eddie and Martin. I mean that Eddie and that Martin Lawrence like niggas being there 40, 50 years, man. They not bullshitting with the numbers and them like, especially in Michigan. We got truth and sentencing, nigga. We don't even got no good time. We don't got no 50% or no 80%. You do 100% of your time in Michigan.
So let me
I have one comment.
Let me pose this question though, real quick, to the whole panel. Let me pose this question. What do y'all tell to the young guys that's following in these same footsteps of Young Thug and all these other rappers or influential people that's doing criminal acts? What do you tell them? How do you guide them in the right way? How do you get them on the right track? What's your thoughts on that? And I want to start with K.
All right, I just wanted to say, how the fuck do you go? How do you get like? I assume that dog is like filthy rich. He ain't just a guy.
He got tens of millions. He got tens of millions.
How do you fucking get filthy rich from a hood nigga, and all of a sudden you want motherfucking you want to start a criminal enterprise after you done already got? I thought when you don't have money, you start the criminal enterprise to get rich.
Right.
Not when you fucking get rich the legal way, and then all of a sudden you want to live out your fantasies.
See, look, that tie back to what I said. That tie back to what I said earlier about all the OGs being gone. The young niggas got it distorted.
Be around OGs. They want to be around baby.
The goal is to be the kingpin, not to have the money.
Yeah.
What I'm saying.
Think about it. They want to have millions of dollars to become.
What would make a guy want to live out that fantasy though? Once you get the legal money,
you get the money.
I think Young Thug. Yeah, I don't think Young Thug. I think Young Thug from the Cleveland, whatever his neighborhood. I don't think he never.
Cleveland.
Well, they call it Cleveland.
Right.
He was part of that neighborhood, then got rich and just got strong. So he wasn't a nigga that wasn't in the streets and came to the street. I think he was already in the street, and then the money.
Oh, he definitely was. The money made him. The money made him more of who he was. But the point is, how do we make a it's a tight rope. So how do we differentiate between street nigga and rap nigga? Because once you become a multimillionaire, you can't be a super gremlin gangster no more. It's certain things. I believe it's a mental illness. I believe it falls in the category of a mental illness to where you've been so saturated with this way of life that you cannot change, that you cannot become a productive citizen because you're too engulfed in the street life. You feel like everything that you have to do, every decision that you make has to be a Scarface movie. I don't understand this. How does a multi-millionaire nigga get caught on wiretap saying anything, but let alone saying you niggas soft, you ain't killed them yet, or this war that we fighting is gonna be soldiers lost in this war. That's scripts out of a movie, my man.
But see, what you not understanding is just because they not mentally left the streets. They just some niggas that got good with words and got money. They never developed a class level of a certain elegant. Like they never grew. They just got money. They never grew mentally. They just got some money. These are 19, 20, 21-year-old kids. Even when they turn 30 years old, they still got the same mentality they had at 19, 20 years old. Because they never left the situation and they got all yes men around them now. Like when niggas kids getting into this game and they get millions of dollars. Ain't no nigga about to go against what he's saying. Because he got the...
So, they go into what Boy was saying just a second ago. Like, they oversaturated. All they do is watch the movies. They live a life. They watch the movies. They read the book.
Get high to the motherfucker.
They get high to the motherfucker.
They off all these pills.
High to the motherfucker. Off all that shit.
How in they right state of mind, man?
They ain't thinking about nothing.
Going to sleep with morphine and Prince was going to sleep with mother straight morphine and man, these niggas is crazy, man. They ain't
thinking about shit. That Johnny Depp shit, all the drugs that nigga was doing, man.
You gotta be able to diversify.
Calling home right now, telling his people he's detoxing and shaking at night. They got him on the phone or the phone talking about detoxing and shaking at night.
Facts.
I got no drugs in my system.
Hey, y'all see how Gucci Mane how he getting exposed to all type of different shit out here all around the world. You see him in videos all over the world, just like, wow, look at this and wow, look at that. Gucci Mane is elevating. He's getting exposed all around the world. That's what niggas gotta do. They gotta grow. They gotta recognize there's more to do and more to see than the little shit that niggas be on around the neighborhood. You know
but if they never see outside the neighborhood, they can't never grow outside the neighborhood.
That's
they
right.
That shit confine you to your head. Like I was talking on one of our earlier episodes about C Murder. See, murder part of his brother got $500 million. That nigga got a project in the Magnolia Project. He got a building in Callio. You feel me? In the $300 building apartment complex. He go to sleep there some nights when he in New Orleans. Just to show that I'm still Callio till I die. You know, third ward. So he caught his murder case in New Orleans. Caught his attempt murder case in New Orleans. Master P in California got kids, taking his kids to NBA games, taking his kids, got them in University of Houston, got them #1 in high school basketball because Master P knew I gotta leave New Orleans. I gotta leave these projects for my well-being. He one of the smartest niggas to do it to me. Yeah. I look at niggas like him. I look at Jay Prince. I look at Harry O. I look at a lot of these guys that got mental capacity that never snitched, never rolled on nobody. They still got all their morals as a man, and they elevated to something different. And them the niggas that were real gangsters to me that I could see in their eyes. I know that they sold the dope because they wouldn't be in the position they did. They didn't hustle or do what they needed to do, but they did it to get to where they needed to go. They didn't do it for the bullshit. They did it to get to where they needed to go. And see, niggas don't got no direction like that.
Right.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say
Tim.
just to add on his comments was, yeah, like look at Biggie, crack slanging or whatever, and then all of a sudden, his rap game is going right, and then or Snoop, like who's still around, right? Where it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting all this money from this rap game. I don't really need to be doing that. I mean, I don't know, especially how talking about Biggie Smalls, but it's like, and then Calvin Brodas, aka Snoop Dogg, it's like, oh wait, I don't need to be doing this anymore. He at his son's games, he's coaching football. He's like, like, or whatever they like allegedly doing. It's like, yeah, it's like you have to make that transition because now you got some money, but then there's obviously the other example of like, Suge Knight, where it's like,
Well, you see what Wiz Khalifa doing. Wiz Khalifa took the rap money and he's parlaying that in all types of different businesses.
Yes.
So you're supposed to be able to diversify and grow. Mm-hmm. That is the key to the game.
Yep.
And once you get enough money, the money's supposed to work for you. You ain't supposed to keep having to work. You ain't supposed to have to keep, some people love the hustle and the grind. Some people will never stop being an entertainer. But if I was an entertainer, I don't have any problem with a dude getting the bag and then taking that bag and parlaying it into some other shit and stepping out of the limelight. Isn't that what Waka Flocka doing? He doing the same thing.
Hell yeah.
You slide about that shit.
Hell yeah, especially that's
it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy to transition out of the street. I'm a nigga that transitioned out of the street, and I can say that I do got a foreign lifestyle. I come home, wife, kids, every day. I don't do the friend shit. I don't really go out to, because I feel like the streets traumatize me, different things. Like, I'm in a whole nother state, and I still feel like people be following me. I don't know what's going on. I'm mentally fucked up. But when I'm back in the streets and I'm in my element, I can pull up on this block. We throwing block parties over there. Like, my niggas just had a block party the other day in our neighborhood. Got all the neighborhood out, all the hoes out, all the liquor out. Everybody pulling up. You got love. Shooting dice over here. We over here about to go do this. We about to go to the Panther. Y'all
gotta love the D. Gotta love the D.
We about to go to the east side, go over here. We got a mission over here. We about to shoot to the crib where, we're thinking that we about to throw a boat party. Like, it's fun with your niggas that you come up with from nothing. But if you got the bread now and everybody's still in the same situations or whatever like that, or even if everybody's situation is different, we still got the same mentality. We gorillas. It'll go down at any given time. So if I'm hanging with you and you out here knocking shit, you out here killing niggas, I might as well be killing niggas now because I hang with you. So your beef, my beef. Now we all got issues because we all one clique. You feel me? So it's funner being in the streets. That shit fun. Pulling up the block party, pulling up, getting love from all the hood rat hoes, all the kids coming up. That shit fun. I'm not going to what Mitch was telling Ace, that shit free. What the people still love me, I ain't in the game. Niggas calling me. I could probably get some credit from Dawg. He probably give me 2 sips. Have that nigga come over, we about to drink. That's my man. Get me back on my feet. I know I fucked up last time. Get me back on my feet. Niggas love you when you can be an asset to them to help them in a situation. Rather they feel like use you or whatever. And ain't nothing wrong with using niggas. It's a problem when you misuse them. You supposed if you can't use me in no type of way, I'm a useless nigga. If Tim can't say, man, pull up to the podcast, he can't tell Vaughn or Kate or Tim to pull up heavy and pull up to the podcast. We useless ass niggas. We don't even got no dialogue to speak about. What the fuck I'm gonna have him on the thing? But he not misusing my time. He not misusing your time. We all sitting in here growing together. So the streets is funner than this the regular life, the married life, the kids life, the safe life. Yeah, that shit way fun. I done did both. I just because I got my freedom and shit, fuck prison and all that shit. But that shit, it's a rush. You out there, 30 niggas, 30 pistols, K's under the car. You got the pistol under the tire just in case the police hit the bitch. Everybody on their P's and Q's. It's a rush, and some niggas love that rush. and I can't say that it ain't. And everybody out this bitch know how that is.
Really take me back with those descriptions, man. I can't even lie to you, man.
Pull up to your hood and bro, thank you from the mile. You know how y'all got them picnics under what's that park y'all be throwing them picnics at? It 800
Hawthorne.
Hawthorne Park, 800 niggas out this bitch. They got red balloons. You can't even bring blue balloons over this motherfucker. You'll get shot with a blue balloon.
Flat out.
All love.
Shout out my HB niggas. Shout out my HB niggas. Shout out my 75 niggas. You know what the fuck it is, nigga. 7 mile 75, nigga. You know what the fuck it is.
Yeah, so food for all the kids and shit, man. Drinks for everybody. You don't even gotta bring shit. Just bring yourself. We got all the liquor for you. All the shit is nothing but love. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. Cars can't even drive down the block fast. Nigga gonna jump. That bitch don't drive down this fast. Like you can't even drive down the block fast when they up there. These burn. That shit is.
Niggas used to put the little barriers up too back in the day. I don't know about over there, but because you know the shit you describing is the same type of vibe Detroit niggas have all over the city, man. So you know I done been all type of shit just like that. A lot of times niggas would block the shit off. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what that shit is. You know how enticing that shit is. You waking up, it's a Saturday, 2, 3 o'clock. You don't got shit going on. You can call niggas in the hood, man. Pull up, man. Bring bottles. We got bottles over here. Homegirls, man. We over this bitch listening to music, talking shit. Niggas making plays. You might go hit at the dice game for a few thousand. You might go over there, middleman, some shit. You might go do whatever the fuck going on. That shit enticing. So when niggas get more money, now I'm more of an asset to bring more plays to all these niggas to bring more money for me too. So
look. I feel you. You right, man. The streets is fun, but look. Home life can be fun too, bro. Family life, nigga, can be fun too, nigga. And the same rush you get from the business side of the streets is the same rush you can get when it comes to running your own thing outside of the street. You know what I'm saying? Whenever money is coming in, that's always a rush. You know what I'm saying? The gains and success is always a rush. So you can find that same thing.
I right now, them know, like I got my own trucking company down here. You know, I run for the Porsches. I run for the Georgia ports. I got my own trucks. I got my own routes.
You know what I'm talking about then.
I fuck the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm always transition. So I'm telling you, I did both on all angles.
We all get all
that. I'm raise my kids. Raise my kids. I'm just saying it.
That shit fun too.
Yeah, nigga, I'm arguing with the wife every day about what we watch. She want to watch P-Valley. I want to watch The Godfather. So yeah, wow, because she want to go watch P-Valley or some other. Like, you know, it's just different. It's safer. It's longevity this way, and it does take a grown man to live this way because it ain't got all that crazy excitement. But I do shit with the kids. We go to Disney World next week. I'm doing shit with them. I'm teaching them different shit. I got the kid book now. You know, like when y'all got me on the thing. So it's exciting in its own way, and it's safer. It's way longevity on it. And I choose this over the streets any day. But any nigga was good in that motherfucking lane. Nigga was the good. Nigga was good in
That's right. Hey, listen. Who
in the streets, man. I heard they call you.
Hold on, Vaughn. Hold on. We got iPhone in the building. Who the iPhone? We got a mysterious user in the building. Who the iPhone? What's up?
Your name, man. What up?
Oh shit! 2 motherfucking times in the building. He on the motherfucking Shank Show. What's happening, bro?
What's happening?
Hey man, hey, listen, man. We've been talking about all type of shit, man. We've been really into it tonight, man. First thing we was talking about was the Hutch murder. You know, famous jeweler. He got murdered in the city in Oak Park in broad daylight, man. We was talking about that. Then we switched to the Ksoo case where his daddy testifying on the son, man. So we got a lot of
testifying on the son.
Man, daddy testifying on the son, man. He say, man, he can't take it, man. He trying to get up out of there. He want to fuck some hoes or something, man. He fucked up, man. Hey,
and who
Ton.
you got in the NBA Finals 1-1 so far?
Oh yeah. Then we talked about the NBA Finals and shit too. Everybody. It was a blowout tonight, man. So
The daddy testified on the son for what? What the fuck is that?
Well, they right now they're in custody. Ksoo, he got 2 murders. He was a famous rapper who made this. Got his
and
fame.
the father testifying on that?
Yeah, the father of Street Nigga. And he was
against him.
Yeah, he was implicated in the murder with him, and he testified against him. He said, his son should have let him go, man. Should have, hey, man, his son. He said he ain't had nothing to do with that. The daddy say he ain't had nothing to do with that.
I feel that, but let them do their job. You know what I'm saying? Don't help them with that shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand he should have let him go, but it happened.
Right.
So let them do their job. That's your son. But I feel, he probably saying he shouldn't have done it. It was wrong.
So listen. So the statement he said was that if this was me and my daddy, I would have been let my daddy go. He said I would have been confessed or, made it plain what I did because my daddy had nothing to do with that.
It don't happen like that though. It sounds good for people that don't know how the process go, but once you get in there, you can tell them he ain't have nothing to do with it. That information may not come out. He could possibly very well say, hey, my dad didn't have anything to do with this. You could just, cut him loose or whatever. They don't give a fuck about that. They want to keep leaning and keep putting pressure to see what the fuck is really going on. You see what I'm saying? To try to get somebody to break. And that's what happened in this situation. The father said, hey, well, I'm not about to do this time for some shit I told him. Hey, let that nigga go, and you didn't. You see what I'm saying? So it's politics at this point. They praying, they strategizing to win the case.
So it sounds like his father falling right into the trap.
Yeah, exactly.
He's supposed to be a street and a seasoned vet. Like I can't even understand that.
You should know better than that.
Yeah.
I mean, you should have got a hold of his son and say, listen, man, don't do that shit.
Well, I don't know about that part.
But see, we don't know what the circumstances are. He may not have a choice but to do that. We don't know what the circumstances are.
Well, you always got a choice, because at the end of the day, if he would have said nothing and Ksoo would have said nothing, I think that would have gave him a better shot to beat the case. But by him making a statement and coming out and saying, I didn't have nothing to do with this, you need to take ownership to this. It's almost like the daddy is throwing the son under the bus.
Absolutely. But again, we don't know what the facts are. We don't know what the circumstances are. We don't know if he had to do something in self-defense. We don't know any of that, so we can't place judgment on him, or we can't place. We could definitely place judgment on the father because he's actively making statements. So the thing is, we don't know the circumstances. You get into this type of world and this realm where something happens, somebody is killed, and we don't know what the circumstances are. The guy could have probably tried to put a gun on him to shoot him. He pulled his, shot him down, whatever the case may be. We don't know the facts, so we can't make a judgment without a reasonable doubt, without the facts. So this
why they shouldn't have said that. Saying that
he went and killed a gang member.
Hold on. One mic. Go ahead, Twan.
So the thing is, this becomes a trial issue. So this is why it's so easy for them to stay locked up, because this becomes a trial issue. Because now the trial issue is we have to state the facts of the case. The jury has to hear, the judge has to hear, whatever it's a bench trial or jury trial, whatever. But we don't know the facts of the case. If he would have kept his mouth shut, it might not have made it to trial. We don't know what the circumstances were. We don't know why the man did what he did. Did he go do it out of rage, or did he do it out of self-defense? He was afraid that his family might get killed. He had to do what he had to do to protect him and his family, or what? We don't know what the facts are.
Tell you the facts. Some of the facts did come out as far as
they did.
Yeah,
the facts came out. They all got the stuff they about to get ready for trial. The guy, the son allegedly killed a opposition, a gang member.
and was trying to call his father to come get him from the scene. Father came and got him. The father charged with accessory after the fact. He not charged with the murder. The son, the father charged with accessory after the fact.
So,
but they kept them in there for they've been in there over a year, 2 years, and not a father.
Accessory after the fact. So, okay.
Wait. Hold on, Tons. Hold on. I want to say this though. If Twine, if he charged with accessory after the fact, that seems like a lesser charge than murder.
It is.
If I'm correct. So what would make a father charged with a lesser charge than murder?
Because he's been in there for over a year.
Right. Make a statement against his son. What would cause that?
They've been in there.
Why they keep you in there that long? That's why they keep you in there that long, to break you. The county jail and level. And I guarantee you that wherever they had him placed at, he was placed with all the killers, carjackers, armed robbers. You know what I'm saying?
But keep in mind, hold on. Keep in mind, Tons. Hold on. Keep in mind that the father is a known, reputable street guy. Been in the streets, been known for getting busy in the streets. And he was he could be just as guilty as his son.
He should know. Right. Okay, listen. See, we don't know. See, the thing is, we don't know if the father knew that the crime was committed. The son could have called, hey, Dad, I need you to come pick me up. I'm over here. I'm stranded. He came and picked him up, and then boom. We don't know the facts. See, that's what the media does. The media try to put some shit out there to paint a picture, to paint a story, but we don't know what the real facts of the case was.
The fact is the father was a suspect. Now the father is no longer a suspect. Now he's state's witness, and all for his cooperation, all his charges will be dropped.
Yeah.
So that's a fact.
That's a fact.
But he's facing 10 years, probably at 50%, because Florida got the death penalty, so they got the 50%.
Yeah, but accessory after the fact, he's not going to get 10 years for accessory after the fact. He's probably going to get 1 to 5 or something.
Your 21-year-old son, he's 23 now, but they've been in there for 2 years. Your 21-year-old son facing the rest of his life. You facing 4-5 years.
Right.
And you about to turn him in and give him life.
So you can go free. So you can go free.
Don't nobody want to go sit in jail, man. Niggas don't want to go sit in that cell. That shit crazy, man.
They don't.
Hey, hold on, Vaughn. Why you say a nigga don't want to go sit in jail? Why if a nigga know he did the crime and he got to go do the time, why would a nigga not want to sit in jail?
Listen, man.
Well, hold on.
Listen. Because the county time is different than prison time.
Okay, hold on.
When you're in the county, and then you got guys coming off writs from prison, and they're going to put you in the highest level as possible to try to break you. So they want to keep you in there. They want to fuck you with your bond so you can't get out, so they can put pressure on you and all this. And they don't even know all the facts themselves. Their main thing is the win. It's not about the facts of this guy had to defend himself. It was a gang beef. Guy pulled up on him, draw down on him. He shot. Okay, he wasn't supposed to have a gun. You know, he shot with, a gun he wasn't supposed to have. That's a whole different type of ball game. But the man got killed. It could have been self-defense. We don't know the case.
Right.
We don't know the facts.
That's
Only
right.
They know the facts, and they not talking because the attorney is advising them, shut the fuck up, and you're not getting on the stand because they're going to make a fool out of you because they're skilled and trained and they're tricking you up and making you look like you're a liar and all this kind of stuff. So the father being in the game and being a known person to whatever, he should understand this and understand what is going on and what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So it's got to be something else to it, but we don't know the facts.
Okay, so that's fair. So hold on. That's fair. Hold on. I want to give Vaughn the chance to respond. Vaughn, go ahead.
Hey, listen, man. At the end of the day, man, all these good white people showing niggas is that y'all niggas is not cut how y'all out here portraying how y'all cut, man. You feel me?
That's right.
You know what I'm talking about? Right. This motherfucker, niggas running around this motherfucker say, I ain't gonna never tell. You ain't never been in a situation where you gotta tell on your son, either you or your son, freedom. You don't know what you would do. I'm not saying y'all on this panel, but I'm just talking about in general. Man. Motherfuckers don't know what they will do And two, you are in a situation where them people like, hey, listen, man, this motherfucking air on 3,000, and there's 9 bodies on the table, and 8.5 of them yours. Give us something, or you about to go that way. A nigga about to figure out something. 9 times out.
Okay, I know a similar. I know a similar story. It was these guys that was dealing, and mother had a minute role in it. She really wasn't really in it, you know what I'm saying? But when the shit jumped off, you know, somebody got hot and somebody came pick something up, whatever. The mother gets arrested, you know, and they know that it's somebody else that's responsible for this. But they're putting everything on her to try to put pressure to bring them out. But the lady, she didn't do shit. She didn't say shit. She didn't do anything. And she ended up getting like 7 years. You know what I'm saying? She kept her mouth shut. She didn't say nothing. But she still ended up getting 7 years because they didn't really have, you know, the right type of counsel or whatever the case may be to, you know, to make the facts known that she really didn't have anything to do with it and barely had any knowledge of the crime that was committed. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know a case where a guy, matter of fact, a guy was driving and he was going, him and his boy, they had a spot, right? And so his boy is inside the spot and they're inside the spot with the worker. His boy is in there with the worker and the guy tells the worker, they just was talking, and then the guy pulled out his pistol and said, man, I'll slap the shit out of you. He's just joking with him. And the worker said, well, I don't play like that, nigga. So they got the scuffling, and the gun went off and shot a crackhead and killed her. And so the other guy, his partner, was pulling up to the house. He gets out the house. He hears some gunshots. He walks up to the door, open the handle, and somebody snatched the door open, and boom, boom, boom. He gets shot. He falls down to the ground. Okay, so now his boy runs out the house, picks him up, drags him to the car, takes him to the hospital, and drops him off. He goes into a coma. And so when he comes out of the coma, he's handcuffed to the bed. They got him charged with 2nd-degree murder.
Yeah.
The guy in the place lied and said that these guys came and tried to rob me, the worker. You see what I'm saying? And so he thought that he was getting out because he had no knowledge of what the hell was going on in there. He got 30 to 50. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's tricky, man. It's like, you know, you got to understand how the process goes and how dirty and how crooked they are. I understand people want to do the right thing and all this, but see, they take it to another level. You know what I'm saying? They're good at it. They have a lot of practice. You know what I'm saying? They're good at that shit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They run that shit on your ass. You know, they put you in a trick bag, and next thing you know, you doing some serious time when you ain't even really even know shit about the shit.
Hey, listen. I don't know how true this is, man. I heard it was a judge in down there at downtown Detroit, man. They say, man, I think it was a she or he, man.
Yeah.
Had a panel with candy. Hey, grab a handful of that candy. Now,
throw it in there. She was doing with the chain.
That was chain. Pull that shit up in the air.
Whatever fall, that's how much time you get.
Hey,
that's how much time you get, man.
Right now, I'm about to tell you her name. Her motherfucking name is the crazy bitch. She say, "Look at the time." That's
my motherfucking mouth, man. Hey, you better
Yolanda Evans.
I don't know. I don't know her.
No, that wasn't Vonda.
That wasn't Vonda. Vonda. I had Vonda before. I went in front of Vonda before. She showed me love, but she gave me a scorching though. She told me. Yeah, she told me. Hey, listen. Vonda told me this. Vonda told me this was my first ever pistol case. I had to go in front of Vonda. And I was plugged in with some niggas who helped her get in the office. My nigga Monday.
Hey, man.
Hold on, man.
Hey, listen. Hold on. Listen. This shit past tense, man.
No,
this shit past. Listen, so
you can't do that.
Okay, so listen. She told me this. She said how much your glasses cost? I had on some wood Cartiers. She had on some wire Cartiers, right? She said how much your glasses cost? I say, oh, they bought $1,200. She said, okay. She said, I was waiting on you to lie because I buy these type of glasses. She said, I don't know what's going on, but this don't seem right to me. There's some dope selling going on here. That's what she said. I said, what? I said, I'm just, I work, woo-woo. She told my wife to stand up. Her in the courtroom. She said she got on this and that and this and that. She made a whole spectacle out the shit, right? I thought I was going to jail after she did all this shit. I said, I'm for sure going to jail. She making a whole scene out this motherfucker. She said, okay. She said, but you know what? She said, what you was doing over here in this area? This is where I'm from. It was Joy Road and Linwood area. She said, this is where I'm from. What you doing over here? I was at the A Eagle, Coney Island, when I got caught with my first pistol case. And she say, okay, I'm gonna give you probation for this. But she say, you need to tighten up. Basically what she told me, you need to tighten up. If you come back in here again before me, I'm gonna give it to you. So you need to tighten up, nigga. You in my hood, you on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You in here, I came in the motherfucker with, street clothes on. She like, you disrespecting my courtroom. You ain't even dressed right. I was all bold. I was bold in the motherfucker. I had a motherfucker Rockaware shirt on, blue and yellow Rockaware. I had my yays on, jeans and shit. She like, nigga, I should send your ass up there. But I ain't gonna do it to you this time. I'm gonna show you some love, because hopefully, me being tied in made a difference. I don't know whether it did or not, but allegedly, but so she gave me probation. I went on my probation, but she's a motherfucker, man. She wasn't playing. She made a whole spectacle, the whole court hearing. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that story with Wanda Evans, because I don't think she the one that we was just talking about. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but,
she ain't.
Yeah.
The one we talking about, that's a true story. I don't know
Definitely
if guys think that's for the game. That's real facts, man.
It's definitely a true story. I know niggas that had that word, man. I can't remember her name, though.
I grab a handful of that. Now throw it
Hey,
in there.
hey, let me ask y'all this. Do y'all remember? Hold on. Do y'all remember Set 'em Free McCree?
Yeah, I heard.
Set 'em free, McCree, bitch. I went in front of him. That nigga let me go so fast. I said, boy, I love you.
I just went, I had my little one situation, right? Cut him loose, Bruce. I just had that man. Hey, shout out to loose Bruce. Shout out to No, cut him loose, Bruce. Nigga gave me a year. Could have gave me 5. Could have tried to give me 5 years on 2 charges. That's a 10 piece. I just did 10, so y'all want 20. No, you gave me. I could have had probation. You feel me? Nigga gave me a year, man.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm talking about? Gave me a year. Told me,
they show love.
Go do that motherfucking year and bring your dumb ass back down here and show it. Hey, yes, sir. And that motherfucking year was worse than the 10. You hear me?
Hey, I just want to say right now, though.
Always do the year you about to get out.
Yeah. Hey, I just want to say right now, rest in peace to Trouble, man. We just got the news that he was gunned down in Atlanta. He was a real solid nigga, man. He always speak the truth. He always tried to motivate. His name was Trouble. He was from Atlanta. He was an artist in Atlanta, man. Real solid nigga, man. And he was just recently gunned down in Atlanta, man. We want to send our condolences to his family. We want to, long live Trouble, man. He was a solid nigga. And on the heels of that, though, it's so crazy because after that story, I got a story about Metro Boomin mama being killed by her boyfriend. Her boy, I thought it was the boyfriend. Might have been a husband. I don't know, but
still fucked up.
It's still fucked up. However it go, Metro Boomin was a very, very successful producer out of Atlanta. He produced for Young Thug and many of them guys down there. Man, he was very successful. We would have wanted. We want to be from Metro. You know what I mean? We need a Metro beat, man. But shout out to Metro. But it's on a fucked up situation. Where his mama was murdered, man, by her boyfriend, and that's fucked up, man. It's fucked up, man. So I want to go to y'all though. I want to ask y'all, how would you feel if your mama was murdered, man? How would you feel? What would you do? I know that's like an asinine. Hold on. I know that's like an asinine question. It's like, nigga, what you think? That's a crazy question. But Vine, what how would you feel, bro?
Man, I ain't even about to lie, man. I ain't got no feelings, dog. And any of my niggas that I love that I'm close to, it's a couple of them on this panel. If that was the case on your end, we finna, I ain't gonna lie, I may sound crazy. We throwing it all away, nigga.
Yeah.
You feel me?
For the mama.
I'm throwing it away.
Most definitely.
Ain't nothing to talk about. I'm throwing it away.
That's facts. Hey, Heavy. Hey, Heavy. Hold on. Yeah. Heavy, what you feel about that, man? Nigga, boyfriend, longtime boyfriend, kill your mama, man. What state of mind you'll be in? How you feel about that?
Man, you already know, bro. Right?
Niggas throwing it away, man.
You already know who I am, nigga.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is.
Ain't no trades in this car, nigga. Ain't no let me out though. We gone.
Let me out, nigga. Shit. It's gonna be a dog fight, nigga.
I'm trying to find out what. I don't even want to be in there.
Get you. I'm gonna be a bloodhound,
nigga. Whirlwind of destruction.
Don't even worry about it. It ain't even.
You know, you a dog, my man. You
don't have to worry about it no more. You won't have to worry about it. That's a fact. And I go in front of the judge and tell him, hell yeah, nigga. I did it.
That's
man,
right.
Yeah. A motherfucker. I did it. That motherfucker killed my mama, nigga. I did it. Now I would ask you, Judge, please be lenient on me with my sentence. What would happen if somebody killed your mama? I lost my motherfucking mind, Your Honor. And I would ask you that you be lenient on me.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute.
Like, go to Twine, man.
Hey, Big. Hey, Heavy, that's facts, man. Hey, look. Hold on. Hey, K. K.
No.
So, how would you feel, man, if a nigga killed your mama, man, her boyfriend, man? How would you feel?
Niggas throwing it away, man.
Listen.
Just come back to him, Shank.
Yeah,
he here.
That shit.
It was
the rapper, right?
Yeah, the rapper, you know what I'm saying? And his mama got killed, man, by her boyfriend.
Her husband.
I thought it was her boyfriend, might have been her husband though, but it was Metro Boomin, the producer.
I read that it was her husband, but I'm saying, that shit crazy, y'all.
With that said, there would have to be some type of history of domestic down there somewhere, man.
I think it go without saying, man, that a motherfucker be real pissed off and be ready to just, motherfuckers be ready to fuck niggas up if that nigga say something about his mom. let alone kill her or some shit. That shit like overboard.
Oh, hate that weird ass nigga, man. That shit weird as hell, man. We definitely slide for mama though. We about to tell the whole
we gotta slide. We gotta slide for mama. Hey, B-Mo.
I didn't get it to chime in.
Hold on. Okay, we gonna go to Tim then B-Mo. Tim, if a nigga killed your mama, man, how would you feel?
How would I feel? Well, as somebody with 2 honorable discharges, I would probably hunt down the family and that person. Maybe not feel. The keyword was feel. I'll be like, all right, well, game on. And now it's game over. Like, kill my mama. I'm a mama boy. Going straight at you with everything, anything I got. Don't even care if I wouldn't even take a whip, and that's how I would feel. But then I would sit with, like a preacher, pastor, be like, no, because violence is never the answer to me. I'd be like, game on. I'll hunt you down to the end of the earth. That's what I would feel like. But I don't know if I would do that, but I'd be like, let's catch this guy. That's how it feels. That's how it feels.
I saw a video earlier today, and that's funny y'all talked about this. Guy was in the courtroom facing the murder of his daughter, and he went up to give his statement, and he turned around and looked at the dude, and he just launched over the the table and was trying to get to him. And the whole courtroom became a whole melee. You know, everybody was grabbing him, trying to get him off of him, all that kind of stuff. And they ended up not charging him at all for what he did. You know, the father. But that's exactly the type of shit I'd have been on, man. And I know y'all saw the video years ago, the two brothers who went after the guy who actually did kill their mother. Y'all remember that?
The Melendez.
This was years ago. It's one of those videos that go around on YouTube. But it took the whole court house to get those guys off of him, man. They had to peel them off of the man. You know what I'm saying? They killed their mother. And that's the situation. That's the same energy I'd have been on, man. Like, please.
My daughter, I got my daughter, 22 years old, and my mother in her 70s would be like, "You kill my mama? Well, you're about to face the fiercest fighting force in the world." But that's just me. But I said that's how I'd feel. But I don't believe in violence anymore. That's how I'd feel. That's why I wanted to clarify that, because it's been recorded. Yeah, that's how I feel. Be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd be like, well, I'm coming for you.
Some people will be say a whole lot and feel a whole lot. And you're right. You just never know how you're gonna react. And so I can say all day that I'm gonna launch myself across the table like my man did. But who knows? I might just be just frozen with anger. You just never know.
Yeah, you gotta
all your just be locked up.
No, facts.
You know, you just never know.
Yeah.
No, that's facts.
Yeah, no, because I would hope that the person who killed my mother or daughter would be caught, and they would, you know.
But a lot of times
face a fair trial.
A lot of times shit go unsolved though, and we got to remember that, you know, as humans, we have a something in us that makes us have to get even, right? So it's almost like I have to retaliate, or I'm less of a man. So if a nigga killed my mama or my sister or my brother, I have to retaliate. It's no in between. I have to. So that puts us in a bad position, because it's a cycle. You kill mine, I kill yours, and it's gonna keep going. Because I know for me personally, I'm gonna go all the way out. Fuck it. It is what it is. And that might be selfish, because you could think about the ramifications of that. You got kids, you got other shit that depending on you. But if a motherfucker come and kill my brother, bro, I'm going all the way out. If a motherfucker kill my sister, I'm going all the way out. Motherfucker kill my mama, I'm going all the way out. I'm gonna be in the pen. It's simple as that. So, with that being said, though,
yeah, and I agree. I just said, how would I feel? But would I do it? Maybe not. I would just hope they caught him, and you know.
Yeah, and that's a good perspective. I'm not mad at that. That's a good perspective, Tim.
Feel, the keyword feel.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
How would I feel?
If that's how you choose to do it, more power to you. That's good. But I just want to say this, right? I appreciate everybody for coming to the Shank Show tonight. As you know, we were live on Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I need everybody to like, subscribe, comment, share. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. Please, if you haven't already, go and subscribe to the YouTube page. We got a ton of content coming. We're going to talk about all the hot topics. We're going to talk about shit that you niggas been off of. Like, we might even get into the Jay-Z and the Solange and the Beyonce shit. You know, niggas ain't really talked about that. Like, certain shit like that, we going to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to say salute to everybody on the panel. I appreciate y'all for tuning in with us. It's the motherfucking Shank Show. I ain't going to hold nobody up. It's the mother. Hey, go ahead.
Remember this, y'all. Remember that, you know what I'm saying, you can chat. The chat is always open.
Yes.
And soon you'll be able to call in.
Yes. So
know that we're going to add the call in feature soon. But make sure that y'all use the chat.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Ask anything y'all want to ask.
And because if y'all talk, we talk back.
That's facts. Hey, right now the chat is open and it's live, and it was a few people that comment in the chat. I read the chats. I'm gonna read them live on the air every time. So please feel free to chat and comment. I appreciate everybody. BMO, salute. Tim, salute. K, salute. Heavy Hefe, the host, salute. Duce Vine, salute. And my nigga Big Twine, salute. I appreciate y'all, man. Good looking. And till the next time, it's the motherfucking Shank Show where we get paid and stay low. I'll see y'all niggas next time, man. Song.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Make sure how do people find it? Because like I'm on Zoom.
Okay, so how people find the show?
I was in the show the whole time. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Tim. How we find the show is Instagram at The Shank Show, TheShankShow, Instagram, YouTube The Shank Show, same thing. Facebook The Shank Show, same thing, and Twitch The Shank Show Official. So everybody, please follow those social media sites, like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate y'all.
And the ReggieRedShow.com.
And the Reggie Red, we about to be premiered on the Reggie Red Show internet channel. So look forward to that. It's coming soon. I think it's gonna premiere Friday. It might premiere this Friday. So look for that. It's going down. We got hella shit going on, hella content coming. Shout out to Snick. Shout out to Young Rich Ken. You know, they keep bringing the new content to us. And we got a host of things going on. Hey, stay tuned for the special guests, man. We're gonna have some panels where it's just me and the host Heavy Hefe 3 and the special guests. So y'all stay tuned for that, because we're gonna be interviewing people, and then when we doing that, y'all can get in the chat and ask your questions. If you want to hear questions, you got some questions you want to ask, I'm gonna ask them for you, and we're gonna make it happen. But until then, one love, my baby. Salute.
One love. Salute.
The Shank Show, nigga.
I came from there, it ain't take no pics. Everybody eating gon' like tourists. Like the backwoods, somebody popped our script. I came from there, it ain't take no pics. Everybody eating gon' like tourists. Like the backwoods, somebody popped our script. Long live bloody forever, plead the fifth. If we got a problem, quick to breathe on shit.
Yeah, bitch, I'm from the Great Lakes. I sell that butter like Land O'Lakes. State to state, I'm heavyweight. Heavy cake. So much water, I got ice, I make the levees break. Niggas sent them little shots, but they ain't penetrate. You in the way, them hollows eat you like a dinner date. Ain't for no games, pussy nigga, but we finna play. Put a Benji on your top, get you out the way. Them pussies kill my nigga Soup, bitch, they gotta pay. Rip blood, rip boom, all my killers straight. Gary Payton in my lungs, niggas hating on the funds. Turn them crumbs into tons, chain hitting in the sun.
If it's up, then let it stay